From the biggest moments
Can you believe it?
to gold medal championships,
Sidney Crosby, the golden goal!
it's your update on Canada's game. You're listening to the True North Ice podcast with Jacob Ewing and Caleb Schneider.
Welcome to the True North Ice podcast, where we talk all things Hockey Canada and everything Canadian hockey related. As always, we're your hosts. My name's Jacob Ewing, joined alongside Caleb Schneider. Caleb, how we doing on this fine Tuesday evening, the time of recording?
Doing good. Once again, I feel like I've said this a few times now. We're in the peak of hockey life. Everything's buzzing. PWHL's back up. NHL's been going. The Paralympic hockey's been going. Canada is slated to play in the semifinals against China. So everything's going well over here, and I'm excited for another episode.
Yeah, good win for the guys today against Team Czechia. Their tightest game they've played so far. Still domination on the offensive side, though. 4-1 victory. And hopefully we'll get ourselves a matchup in the finals against Team USA, because I think that's what, on the Paralympic side, the men's and women's side, and also the men's and women's sides for at the Olympics in Milan and Cortina. That's the matchup you want. So hopefully we'll get to see round 3 of that matchup on the men's side at the Paralympics. But yeah, good time for hockey. Obviously, we're gearing up for the playoffs as well. As we're coming down the stretch, a lot of teams are still gunning for it. That's been the factor this year that's made everything so interesting. Cale, we witnessed Game of the Year as well the other day with the Tampa Bay Lightning taking on the Buffalo Sabres for top of the East. Not a Canadian, top of the Atlantic. Not a Canadian team, but not a Canadian thing. But that's how exciting hockey's been recently. Just that game is just history.
Oh yeah, it was the greatest game I think I've ever watched in the regular season. It feels like I can't think of something that compares to that right now. I'm sure there has been games that are close, but
yeah.
Especially this year, but probably in the past decade. And hey, Buffalo is pretty much, it's on the Canadian border basically, so kind of pretty close. I know there's a lot of Buffalo fans that are Canadians, so yeah, great game, and definitely in the history books, man. You have like 15 goals, a gazillion fights, and a gazillion penalty minutes. There's not much more you can ask for. I mean, bad goaltending is the key to good games, it sounds like, and that's
true.
Going to be a big conversation for today, it feels like.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we'll transition into what we're doing today. We did a 2030 prediction for the women's side about a week ago, so let's do it for the men. It is the official True North Ice 2030 Olympics in the French Alps Team Canada roster projection. Man, this is going to be fun. This is an episode we both had marked down in our calendars for a while now. Mm-hmm. I speculate that you've been going deep into every single little stat you can find. And I also suspect that you're going to have some, maybe not a bunch of crazy pulls like we saw on the women's side when we did these projections, but I'm expecting a hidden gem here or there throughout your lineup.
There's a couple.
Okay.
I'm excited for the goaltending conversation. I'm excited for the... I think the defense, honestly, is a little boring, but I still spiced it up. I think I spiced it up for all three. And that's the thing with 2030 rosters. These are 4 years away. You can't really, dog on some picks because you never know what's going to happen in 4 years.
Yeah.
So it's going to be fun. You obviously got to project, and I like doing projections because... it's hard, but it's very interesting and fun. You got to look at the young guys. You got to look at the guys that have not played a lot of NHL or played any NHL, and kind of think, are they gonna crack this Canadian lineup in 4 years? Yet crack an NHL team. So it's and they got to obviously perform as well. So it's a lot of fun. You also got the other thing that I got stuck up on, and I think it's gonna be a weakness on my roster, is you got to think about some of these players 4 years from now. Are they going to be who's going to be that fourth liner kind of guy, grinding stuff out, playing 8 minutes on this team, right? It's hard to decide who those people are and who project. Obviously these players are probably going to be dipping down from, I don't know, a point a game to less than that, right? So it's going to be those are hard things to think about doing this, and that's what makes it so entertaining, it feels like. So
yeah, and also I think the other factor of kind of deciding the new crop coming in, but then to have a new crop, you have to delete the older crop. So maybe players like a Mark Stone, obviously Sidney Crosby, guys are on the older side. do they make it another 4 years? Crosby, 42 years old, obviously captain of Team Canada this year. 42 years old. We'll find out in today's episode if he's on either of our roster projections for the 2030 Winter Olympics. Kale, how would you like to start this? I know we did the goalies for the women's side first, and we worked our way up to the forwards. Is that the same format you'd like to do here today?
Yeah, let's do the goalies first. We've got a banger right off the top.
All right, a banger right off the top. Okay,
this is gonna be exciting. This one I've been holding on to this one for a long time, and I did my best not to spoil it. And I kind of leaked it a little bit, but I don't think you have the name yet of the one player. So let's get the goalies out of the way.
All right, cool. Let's start with a starting goalie for Team Canada at the 2030 Olympics. Caleb, would you like me to go first, or do you want to?
I want you to
honors.
I want you to run through all three.
All three of my goalies. All right, my starting goalie at the 2030 Winter Olympics will be Logan Thompson. I don't think there's much other of an answer here. I know this is 2030 projection, but as it stands right now, and the development pool for Team Canada, Logan Thompson looks like the guy because just age ranges and the way they're performing right now and the trajectory potentially for the future, I think Logan Thompson will still be at the top of his game. And he'll be the starter. Okay, backup goalie. See, this is a toss-up between my two guys because I think it can go either way. But I'll go with the guy who has more NHL experience, and it's going to be Mackenzie Blackwood. I have him down. I feel like he's on a good team with the Colorado Avalanche. They're going to be good for a couple more years. And a good team makes a good goalie most of the time. Just like I think Mackenzie Blackwood, a lot of his popularity right now is because he's on a very good team. Am I wrong?
No, it's 100%. That is exact. Like, I personally, I don't have him on my roster, but that's a good thought process. But 4 years from now, is Colorado going to be a good team? Is he going to be a good goaltender? That's a tough question mark for a goalie who has not been a starter or a prevalent goalie for a long time. He's been, I would say, very noticeable in the past 2 years, ever since he moved to Colorado. It wasn't great on the Devils, wasn't great on the Sharks, I believe he was on before that. And then he found a stride in Colorado, but it's hard. It's been 2 years. Is it going to keep continuing? Is it just a fluke?
And you know what? This kind of reminds me of a goaltender named Logan Thompson, who got his start up in Vegas and all of a sudden got the rails running when he went to the Washington Capitals. So we'll see if that potentially happens with the Mackenzie Blackwood.
Yeah.
My third goalie, and you know what? You said you have something special right off the top. I wonder if potentially we have the same third goalie.
Okay.
Because we could. I don't know if this guy has any NHL experience.
We do not have the same goalie.
I could be wrong, though. Okay, maybe your guy must be in the NHL. I went with someone who's in the Detroit Red Wings prospect pool. Sebastian Cossa is my goaltender. Just won AHL goaltender of the week as well. He's having a great year in Grand Rapids, the AHL team for the Detroit Red Wings. He's 6'6". He's 23 years old right now, so he is reaching that point where he will transition to the NHL. I believe he just got called up, actually, if I'm not mistaken.
He's only got one game so far under his belt, but
anyways, he'll be 27, around 27 years old in that Olympic year, and we both know the pipeline for goalies is not the strongest.
No.
So I went with Sebastian Cossa. I think he can make that Detroit Red Wings team. We talk about a team that's going to reach their peak pretty soon. They're just entering it. Right? They're going to be a playoff team the next couple of years, presumably. And I think Sebastian Cossa will be a big part of that team. So I went with him. I think he's going to be on the up when the Olympics come around in 4 years' time.
Yeah, Cossa as well, from top of my head. He is, he's 6'7" also. Fun fact, he's massive. And then I believe he's the best goaltender in the AHL under 23 years old, or 23 and under. And he's like top 5 in save percentage and goals against.
He's got a
average.
926.
Yeah. So he's top 5, I believe, in all of the AHL right now this season. Like, he's got a 202 goals against, I thought I saw. Or no, he's got a 926.
Yeah.
202 goals against average. So actually, we were pretty close.
Okay.
Because I actually do have Logan Thompson as my starter.
Okay.
I have Cossa as my second guy. I think 27 years old. I think he'll be a decent backup. And then the third one. This is the one that this one's going to be the one where we get the backlash. But you got to think about it. You got to think.
No.
What?
Okay, wait. I have a goaltender in my head.
You got to think. Okay.
And you talk about backlash. Anyways, I want to hear your explanation.
Okay.
You go.
You think of Jordan Binnington made this team because of what you describe it. You're a Jordan Binnington guy. Tell me why Jordan Binnington made this 2026 team.
He's the past experiences. He's known for being a big time performer. Game 7 in the Stanley Cup Final. Obviously, that was many years ago. But more more predominantly the Four Nations face-off just a year ago where he stood on his head.
Okay. So this goaltender, he doesn't have much international experience, if any. But he has been a very prevalent goaltender in the playoffs the past 3 years. He's been in 10 playoff rounds in the past 3 years. He's won 7. Is this ringing a bell? This guy's a winner, man. He wins series. He bails his team out time and time again. This team, I think, personally, does not play great in front of him.
Are you taking? Do you want me to try to answer it? Or
you can answer if you want.
Are you taking Stuart Skinner on this team?
I am.
Okay.
Stuart Skinner is on my team. This guy is a rock star in the playoffs. We all know that. Jordan Binnington is a rock star in the playoffs. But listen, this guy's just lights out, man. Does not lose series. His team sucks in front of him. Don't look at his save percentage. Don't look at his goals against average. They are bad. I'm telling you right now. But listen, Pittsburgh's going to be rebuilding. And guess what? 4 years from now, they're going to be a good playoff team. And he might not be on the Pittsburgh Penguins, but he will be. I'm praying he's on an NHL team by then. But listen,
that's a big thing to pray about, man. I won't lie. If you're asking just for your goalie to be on an NHL team in 4 years and you have him on the Olympic team, it's kind of wild to think about now.
Sebastian Cossa might not be in an NHL team for 4 years from now.
I hope he is. He's projecting to be. Would you say Cossa might project even more to be on an NHL team than Stuart Skinner in 4 years?
Probably.
Okay.
But listen, Stuart Skinner has been the guy behind those Oilers playoff runs. You think of Oilers playoff runs, you think of Stuart Skinner first. You don't think of any other player. Mm-hmm. And he's just a gamer, man.
Wait, sorry, I don't know. Maybe I just blanked in when you said that statement. But did you say when you think of those Oilers playoff runs?
Okay. You said a quick
No, this is
listen.
Just,
we can run the tape.
Nonsense.
We can run the tape back. You did say right there.
True.
You agreed.
Yeah, I agree.
You agreed.
I agreed to an 89 into 263.
Listen,
with the Pittsburgh Penguins this year.
Yeah, that's actually good. He's working his way up, and you know what? If Pittsburgh might make the playoffs, so just think about that too. But he's my third stringer. Okay. He's a gamer. He's a winner. He just hasn't won a cup yet. And I mean, right now he's prevalent to make the 2028 World Cup team. So think about that.
All right. I got a crazy question for you.
Yeah.
And it's just a situation, okay? A scenario.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
Canada, obviously, we know they have a goaltending issue. And all of a sudden, this one guy just starts playing phenomenally, he was once thought of a very good goaltending prospect, and all of a sudden he kind of resumes to that and kind of starts popping off again. And because in 4 years' time, that's a lot. That's a lot to get going. Get back to what you thought you could once be. Mm-hmm. If Carter Hart turns his career around in 4 years,
I thought you were going to say Devin Levi.
No, if Carter Hart can turn his career around in 4 years, does Team Canada even consider him on this team?
No.
Okay.
No. That's a stupid question.
That's a great question.
They will never.
Carter Hart becomes the best goalie in the NHL.
I think if he's the best goalie in the NHL, there's still no way he makes the team.
Okay, I agree.
Yeah, I don't think so. I totally thought you were going to say...
But it's a good question.
Oh, no, for sure. Yeah, it's a good question. I totally thought you were going to say Devin Levi
Devin Levi.
Since he's fallen off a cliff ever.
Yeah, but he could. But if he's a good goalie, he's going to make the team.
I know. Listen, I think
he just gets Carter Hart just got reinstated back into the NHL. He's only played 3 games, but he's back in the league.
I don't think he's been very good in those games either, though.
No, but nobody would be after having a year off or 2 years off. However long it was.
Shouldn't matter.
No, we're not cheering for Carter Hart.
No.
But it was just a situation. Because obviously,
it's not gonna happen.
Okay.
They'll take anybody over him.
Absolutely.
It's the same with the other 4 guys.
I mean, the other 4 guys aren't going to make the team though. They don't have a chance whatsoever.
You never know. Ryan McLeod might find his way.
Ryan McLeod.
You never know. No, but I mean, even they're not going to take any of those guys. There's no way in a million years. So I hope you understand that.
Yeah, I know. So, it was just a question.
There's no way.
Needed to be asked.
Yeah, no. They'll take Jordan Binnington over him.
Okay.
This is the one thing with goalies though. It's hard because you got to think of. I think you can have a 2-year span just like Logan Thompson and be unbelievable and make this team. Mm-hmm. So I do snubs. Everyone knows that. I have 8 snubs because it's so
Jeez,
hard.
man.
It's hard to
8
predict.
snubs, make up your mind.
Yeah, it's hard to predict. It was hard, but
right.
I landed on Casa and Skinner. But I thought about Devin Levi, Joel Hofer, Jordan Bennington, Jet Greaves, Sam Ottenbow, Mackenzie Blackwood, Aiden Hill, and Scott Wedgwood. I think all of them, honestly,
Yeah,
you can
fair
make an
enough.
argument, but they're not top tier goalies. They're not a Connor Hellebuck. They're not a Carey Price. They're not a Patrick Waugh. You know what I mean? Like, it's tough because there's no goalie in my eyes. Maybe it's Casa. He might be the one, but other than that, there's no goalie in my eyes that's going to be all-star, top tier, number one. You can slot it in no matter what, right? Like Connor Hellebuck will be an easy lock in 4 years from now. He might not be the starter, but he will be a lock. Same with Jake Ottinger. So that's the one thing with the goaltending, which is hard. That's why I've listed 11 guys that could potentially be it.
Yeah, well, the only returner we both have is Logan Thompson.
Yeah.
So, and he only played one game this year at the Olympics. Yeah. So, okay. Goalies one more time. I got Logan Thompson, Sebastian Cossa, and Mackenzie Blackwood. Kelb?
And I've got Logan Thompson, Sebastian Casa, and our boy Stuart Skinner.
All right, and our boy, sure. Our boy, now that he doesn't play for the Edmonton Oilers,
Of course,
that's the situation it is, eh?
That's how it works, man. If he is on the Oilers, he's not making this team, unfortunately.
All right, question for you. How many returning defensemen do you have? I chose 7 for this roster.
Okay.
How many returners do you have?
You have 7 returning.
No, I chose 7 defenders for my roster. I have 7. I picked 7 D-men on my roster.
I have 8.
That's
because
fine.
I just did the
How
same.
many returners do you have? Is the question.
Out of my 8, I have 4 returners and 2 that made my snubs team that we did about a month ago. And then
I
2
didn't even, yeah.
and then 2 that did not make the snubs team or the roster.
I got 4. I got 4
returning.
And if you really want to include the snubs, everybody's on this list. Including
Really?
Yes.
Every single snub.
Yes.
Okay, so I could pretty much scratch out your roster or your decor, I feel like. But run me through your first pair.
All right, I think this is honestly, this might be the easiest pairing that
Oh yeah.
out of the whole entire podcast today. This might be the easiest choice, and it's that Matthew Schaefer and Cale Makar will be the top line pairing on this Team Canada team, and there's no doubt in my mind that this will be the best pairing ever assembled in the last decade or two.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't think Bobby Orr ever crossed paths with Ray Bork.
Decade or two.
Oh, decade or two. Okay,
Yeah.
I think
That's why I put a pin on it. I put a pin on it for a reason.
You know what, Ray Bork and
We're not getting
Bobby Orr
that
did
deep.
cross pass, but yeah, no shot. That's definitely the best pairing ever in the past couple decades. I
Yeah.
feel like. Yeah, and you know what? I got the exact same. Schaefer on the left side,
As you
Makar
should.
on the right side. Makar's gonna be 31. He's still gonna be over a point a game. He's gonna be fast. He's gonna be great. Matthew Schaefer's just getting started as an 18-year-old. Leads the NHL in goals right now. Like he's
As a defenseman.
he's a lock, man. As an 18-year-old and 4 years from now, as a 22-year-old, he's a lock. It's insane.
Well, he
It's
should have been
insane. It's
People
insane.
were having the conversation. He should have made the team this year. People were upset when he didn't make the team this year. So it's pretty obvious he's going to make the team in 4 years.
Yeah.
Just the stuff he's doing this year. He's so tenacious, man. The way he handles the puck and the way he can start a rush just out of nothing.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. So
sure.
absolutely. And you know what? Maybe these guys will even get split up on 2 different pairings.
They might.
And it's like a 1A, 1B.
Yeah. I did think about that, actually. I did think about having Schaefer down in my second pairing or Makar on the second pairing just to split it out because
That would be lethal.
yeah, it would be lethal, and I think it would make sense with the guys I took as well. But I do end up putting them both in the top pairing. I think it's going to be the best one. Like they're going to play 30 minutes on a gold medal game. It feels like so. It's a lock. Those are probably the first 2 guys I'd list as a lock on this team
Okay.
in 2030.
Sweet. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Like in the whole entire roster.
Yeah,
I
maybe
would.
Celebrini up there. Other than that, I don't think so.
Oh, come on.
You don't know.
Come on.
You don't know if Connor McDavid's going to make this team.
Come on. You're ridiculous.
Cale Makar's had like 0
Don't kid
injuries.
yourself. Don't kid yourself. Okay. Let's move on to the second pairing here. And I got my first, well, not my first, because we put Schaefer on the first pairing, but first guy didn't make the team. Our second guy didn't make the team. I got another guy. I've got another guy who didn't make the team. Okay, I'll start with my lefty.
Okay.
I got Thomas Harley. I think Thomas Harley, young guy, fantastic 2026 Olympics
Yep.
on the Dallas Stars. very good team. And especially here I just mentioned, he had a great 2026 Olympics. And like he showcased that he can play top 4 minutes. When Morrissey was out, he stepped up there, played big minutes, and really contributed to the puck well. Yeah. So I think he's just going to, the sky's the limit for him. I think over the next 4 years, he's going to continue to develop. And I have him paired up with Evan Bouchard.
Okay.
In my top 4. Currently leads the NHL in defensive points with 73. Obviously still 4 years out. But you can't neglect the point scoring from Evan Bouchard. And I think pair him with a two-way guy like Thomas Harley. And you just feed Bouch when in the offensive zone. Harley, Bouchard can also transition the puck up ice. But I think Harley's a very good safety defenseman to pair Bouchard up with.
Okay. Well, I have Harley on my team. I do not have Bouchard. I understand the logic, but with Bouchard and Harley, and that's kind of the exact same route I went. I just went with a younger guy that's kind of like Bouchard, but I think it's faster and probably can whip the puck up the ice better than Evan Bouchard, but we'll get to that later. Harley, man, he had a great Olympics. I think he's pretty close to being a lock unless something really happens. Mm-hmm. He had 4 points in those Olympics. He had 50 points last year in the NHL. And then also he's right now 27 to 51 games. So he's for that Stars team too, he is holding up when Miro Heiskanen was out for a little while. So I think he's pretty darn close to lock. I don't know if I would say 100% a lock in 4 years, but he's only 24 years old.
I was about to say, I think that's the biggest factor. I think the fact he's 24 years old, because you look at a guy like Josh Morrissey, who is getting up there in age. Yeah. In 4 years, what will he be, like mid-30s?
Josh Morrissey will be 34.
34 years, yeah, exactly.
When he's 2030.
Still not crazy old, and we'll find out if we have him on the team. But I think Thomas Harley will be perfectly in his prime at 28 years old, a number one defenseman in the NHL.
Mm-hmm. So I went the same kind of direction, like I said. I got Harley on my left side for my second pairing. And then a guy that hasn't been talked about enough, it feels like. Somebody who's going to just blossom in 4 years' time. I got Zane Parekh of the Calgary Flames on this team. Listen, man.
Oh, gosh.
He was Canada's best player in the juniors. He can whip the puck up the ice. He's fast. He needs to work on his defensive side, but hey, I'm projecting in 4 years from now, that's going to be figured out. So he's going to have a solid AHL year under his belt next year. I think he's going to crank out all these issues, and he's going to be my PP2. With Schaefer on the other side. So
double defenseman.
Yeah, I'm going double defenseman.
I mean, I don't know about I haven't heard your offense yet, but you're going double defenseman with some of the names you take on your forward core?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he's going to be better, man.
Listen, I'll say it right now. I love Zane Parekh. He's
I know
fantastic.
I know what you're going to say.
He's fantastic. I don't have him on my roster.
Yeah. It's just he's a better Bouchard, and he's how old's Bouchard's 26. So he's like 6 years younger. Can whip the puck up the ice. We saw that in the juniors. Doesn't matter what
juniors.
It doesn't matter.
We don't know how the game could.
In the NHL.
True. He's got a very small sample size, though.
I know, but if you can do it in a small sample size, what's stopping you from doing it in a larger sample
many
size
other
from just whipping
factors,
the puck up the ice? I don't know, man.
You can have a good stretch. He's playing on a poor team.
Yeah, and that poor team will be great in 4 years, hopefully. So
hopefully,
I have him as my second pairing, but this guy second pairing, but really third period. When it comes down to the third period, that seventh defenseman will be eating up more of his minutes. But you need offense. I feel like the defensive side, their D-core in the 2026 Olympics was pretty poor. It was Cale Makar, and it kind of fell off. I know Morrissey was injured. But now you've got Makar and Schaefer. Then I've got Parekh and then a couple other options. I really went with puck-moving defensemen that can just pass the puck up the ice or skate the puck up the ice, which Evan Bouchard can't. I can't confidently say he can do that and focus on the defensive side.
You just can't mention about an offensive defenseman and neglect Evan Bouchard.
But I can't take every single one because you need to have one or two that are just stay-at-home defensemen that can just win a puck battle in the corner with 2 minutes left.
It's true, but I don't know if that's not Zane Parekh.
Yeah, but I can't take Parekh and Evan Bouchard, and we both know that Evan Bouchard is worse than Zane Parekh.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but what we both do know is that you would pick Zane Parekh over Evan Bouchard any day of the week. No, that's what we both know.
No, I'm just projecting. He's a 20-year-old that was great at the juniors. He's
a great pick. Yeah, he was on my
20-year-old.
He was on my snubs list for sure.
Yeah,
he was on snubs list for sure. But I just think Evan Bouchard, 30 years old. The only thing that maybe comes into question about Bouchard, and maybe will showcase his true colors, is if we see a collapse of that Oilers team, and potentially in 2 years when Connor McDavid leaves, maybe we see Evan Bouchard, what he really is as an NHL defenseman. If maybe his point totals are a bit padded because he plays with such phenomenal offensive players.
What if the Oilers come to their senses and trade for a number one defenseman that's going to run power play 1? Then you're screwed.
Dude, he's got the most points as a defenseman in the NHL. You can't say
2 years from now.
You can't talk about the offense, man. I'm sorry. That's just blatantly dumb.
No,
like,
I'm not
seriously.
talking about the offense. I'm just saying
Run PP1.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, he's exposed defensively every night in, night out.
He's playing the penalty kill right now.
Yeah,
for
because
Edmonton.
look at their D pairings, or look at their D core in general. This ain't Team Canada. Every guy in my roster, I think, could be a penalty killer, except Zane Parekh. It's the same thing with Bouchard.
Yeah.
But Bouchard is worse 5-on-5 defensively, I think, in 4 years from now.
Maybe. Yeah, you can make that argument for sure. I just think, Evan Bouchard, he's done it for the past couple of years now, and he's going to be 30. I think it was more or less the age for me. I know Parekh will be 24, but we'll have to wait and see what he really blossoms into, right? It's projection. That's the best part about it, right?
It's projection.
Exactly.
It's projection. All right, let's do our third pairing here.
Okay.
Run it.
So, I got a guy who, you know what, now thinking back on him, maybe I shouldn't have taken him, because every time he gets a chance for Team Canada, this guy just blows a tire. But it's Josh Morrissey. I got Josh Morrissey on the team at 34 years old. Obviously, he got injured at the Four Nations. He got injured at the Olympics. And I got him back here, hopefully not going to get injured at the 2030 Olympics. On the third pairing, though, I still think, though, Josh Morrissey will have plenty of boost left in the tank. As well, you saw a guy like Doughty get taken this year. Mind you, Drew Doughty has been a super animated guy, really wanted to play for Team Canada, but I think Morrissey will be kind of a veteran presence, but still have a bunch of juice left to perform at a high level.
I think Morrissey in 4 years from now will still bring more to the table offensively than what Drew Doughty did this year.
Oh, absolutely. Mind you, Drew Doughty was 38 this year.
I know, Olympics, but still, it's still like I know you just made that comparison of juice. I think he's got way more,
absolutely,
way more in the tank. Just to beef your point there. He has to be 34 years old. He's been, the injuries suck, man. And I know he's definitely wanting to do he wants to have a full experience at the Olympics or even World Cup of hockey wearing the Leaf. So I have him on my team as well. That's all I'll say. I'll let you do your next guy.
Yeah, he's hard not to take because when he has played for Team Canada, in the couple of games in the small sample size, he's looked fantastic. So I got to pair it up with a guy who will be a first-time Olympian. And while he's played for the senior national team before, and I'm interested to see. I think his trajectory is going up. Mind you, it's not up right now. He is fantastic in the NHL, but I think he's on a team where their motion is going straight up. I got Noah Dobson as his pairing.
Okay.
Obviously on the Montreal Canadiens, that team is primed for a lot of consecutive playoff runs.
Yeah.
Maybe Noah Dobson, kind of probably the second option on that team behind Lane Hudson offensively. But Dobson, very good two ways. We've seen his peak on the New York Islanders. I think he have 80 points or something. Maybe it was 70, something like that.
I don't think he ever had that many points.
I don't know. Take a check on that. Fact check me on that. But anyways, I think Noah Dobson we saw him at the World Championship
too.
too.
Did. Holy frig.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Ago.
How many?
He had 70 on the dot.
Yeah, that's what I saw. That's what I saw and I thought I saw, yeah.
For a team that...
He's got a lot of upside.
Okay.
And he brings it both ways. But he can also jump in, potentially even play the top four. So I like Noah Dobson. Compared to what we saw this year where they take a Colton Parayko and they take a Travis Sanheim,
right.
I think Dobson still brings that very capable defensive abilities.
Yep.
And obviously brings the punch on offense. So
yep, for sure. He can skate the puck up the ice. He could be he would be on the penalty kill. He would can pass the puck. He's great on both. He's a two-way defenseman, and he's one of the best in the NHL. And you know what? On my third pairing, I got Josh Morrissey on the left side and Noah Dobson on the right side. So right now we are 5 for 6, and the one that we haven't been the same on has been the OFD on the second pairing.
Yeah.
So that pairing is gonna be great. I think Josh Morrissey, like we said earlier, just gonna complement, or other way around, Noah Dobson's gonna complement Josh Morrissey can still. They're both puck moving defensemen. I don't think you can have too many of those. It feels like, and these guys are both solid defensively. So they're. I would say Morrissey's pretty close to a lock. It just the injuries really suck. Noah Dobson was on my snubs list. I don't know if he was on your snubs list, but yeah,
He was on my snubs list,
I think
yeah.
they're both definitely primed to make this team. So, yeah. Josh Morrissey also, he's been snake bitten, man. He's got 0 points in the Four Nations and the Olympics. So, Noah Dobson's up to 42 points in 62 games right now on the Habs, and he's not even playing much power play time. They've been giving PP2 to Mike Matheson. So, that's something to note.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. 7th defenseman. I only chose. I could do 8 though. I could do 8.
Okay, I've got 8.
I could do 8.
I've done the same.
Ooh.
I've been doing 8 ever since I knew they were 8. So one's a 7th and one's a extra.
Okay, you run yours first.
Okay. So probably in a realistic world, my seventh out of these two guys, my 7th would be Devon Taves. I think winner go home. I think you're throwing him out there. It's gonna be. We talked about Drew Doughty. I think he is the Drew Doughty of this kind of team. He won't be with Makar obviously, but I think away from Makar, I think he'll be just as fine. I think he'll be fine. He's gonna play a solid 8-9 minutes, and he's gonna just be on PK1. It feels like, and just carve. So I have Devon Taves as my 7th defenseman, and then talk about Drew Doughty once again. I have the mini Drew Doughty of Brant Clark, who is 23 years old. He's going to be 27 when these Olympics hit. He's been great on LA this past year. He's played every game. He's got 34 points. He's been great on he's been PK. He's been on the power play too. He's been great. He's been great on LA, and I'm gonna take a chance. He didn't make my snubs. He didn't make this roster this year, so he's one of the 2 guys on this decor for me that I think is gonna crack it with not much note on his name right now in 2026.
Yeah, I mean, these guys got a lot of upside, so I can see it. The only thing about it is, like, is he too much of an offensive guy to take his depth role?
No. He is great defensively.
Okay. All right.
I believe he's great defensively.
Yeah. Sorry, who was the other one you took as well? Devon
Taves as my 7th.
No.
I think Brant Clark wouldn't crack the winner, like the gold medal.
Yeah.
Maybe, actually, you take your pick, Clark or Parekh on that second pairing, but I ended up with Parekh. Younger, faster. But Brant Clark has had some interesting junior things that Hockey Canada hasn't really liked either, but that's all I'll note. But he's also great in the juniors. He had 8 points in 7 games in that 2023 team where they won gold. So,
okay.
have you crafted your 7th and 8th? Yet?
I have a 7th for sure. There's just 2 guys I've been going back and forth between, and also I just realized they're both left-handed, so I should probably choose a righty too.
I guess I can note Devon Taves is left-handed and Brant Clark is right-handed. So I can keep spewing here.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I'm going to agree with the Brant Clark take.
Okay.
Because I think he's a younger guy, and the only guy who's younger who we didn't take we took Schaefer. And other than that, it was kind of the same kind of group of D defensemen that were speculated this year. So I'm going to take Brant Clark. I really like that, actually. Also, what do you think about someone like Keaton Verhoff? Nah, I didn't choose him.
So I was going to
didn't choose him.
Yeah, he's on my snubs for sure. Okay. I could have just made a snubs list for this roster because I have 8. I have 8 snubs. I was gonna ask you, out of the 3, which one would you rather have? Carson Karls, Landon Dupont, or Keaton Verhoff? Because I think Verhoff's the least right now. He's fallen off big time.
I'm taking him for the size. I think this if this decor lacks anything, it might be size.
Yeah, for sure, but size has got to be able to skate still and keep up with pace of play. He's really, I think he's obvious. I think he's going to bounce back, but I think this back half of the NCAA season, he's really. I think NCAA teams have exposed him, and he's just not been great offensively. It looks like he can't move the puck, according to people that have watched his games, because I haven't watched many North Dakota games. So
all right, okay. My 7th
I'd go DuPont, though, just so I say.
Okay. My 7th defenseman and I wonder if he was on your snubs list. I don't know if he is, but I had to do it. My guy,
No.
Thomas
I
Chabot,
knew it right off.
will be on
I knew it when you said that. Oh.
this 2030 roster.
He's not even on my.
Seventh
I
defenseman.
put Evan Bouchard on the snubs list. I did not put Thomas Chabot.
Well, I have Evan Bouchard on my team, so there you
That's
go.
crazy. And now you got to pick an eighth. How are
I
you
already
gonna?
did. Brant Clark.
Oh, you did say Brent Clark?
Yes, I
Oh,
agreed with
I
you.
missed. Oh, I didn't see that part or listen to that part.
Listen.
Really?
Yes. Thomas Chabot,
That's
the
crazy.
guy who can eat minutes. Obviously, he's behind the great Jake Sanderson right now, but a lot of defensemen on here would be. Thomas Chabot moves the puck and is one of the silkiest skaters as a defenseman in the NHL, man. This guy skates so seamlessly, so effortlessly. And his 2A abilities and his defensive side, I think, is slept on. He's a guy who could play the penalty kill, right? But just one of the smoothest skating defensemen. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm going with Thomas
Really?
Chabot, man.
You take him.
And I think that the Sens are still going to be a good team in 4 years. So, yes.
You take. He'll be 20, or sorry, he'll be 33
Yes.
when this time hits. You would rather him over Shea Theodore, who'll be 34.
I thought about Shea Theodore, and actually
You did not think about Shea.
I had Shea Theodore written down as my seventh defenseman,
No.
and I just
And you
erased
dropped
him.
him.
I dropped him for Thomas Chabot because I wanted a Sens player on this team.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, fair game. I mean,
You
I'm
took
not
Zane
gonna-
Parekh.
Well, I'm not. I might have taken more Flames players too.
All
We
right.
haven't discussed that yet.
Okay, true.
But really,
I
That's
wanted
gotta-
to send on the team.
That's fine. That's fair. That's fair. But you could have went like, okay, you didn't go Dylan Cousins.
We'll find out.
Okay. Interesting. I mean, I probably would have went Shea Theodore. Over
Well,
that.
there was three guys. It was either Shea Theodore, who I had written down.
or Travis Sanheim.
Yeah, he was the other guy.
Because he was great. And you know what? Jordan Bennington pedigree, I think Travis Sanheim, since he was great in the Olympics, might
All right.
honestly
all
have a
right.
good
Should we get
chance.
real? Should we get real?
I'm being real. I think that's a
should
real
Should I
legit-
get real?
No. It's Chabot. It's already on the graphic.
All right, cool.
Sorry, buddy.
I just
No. It's I put Stuart Skinner on my roster. It's fair to put
All right.
Thomas Chabot
All right, sure.
on your
All right,
roster.
cheers.
So,
Cheers.
Thomas Chabot is your seventh defenseman.
Yeah,
as
he's my
well.
seventh defenseman.
I'll let you flip
Yeah.
Brant Clark as your seventh if
Maybe.
you want.
no.
Because I only put seven, then put a scratch at the bottom.
I want Thomas Chabot.
Okay, that's an interesting take.
It's not interesting, man. He's an effort. He's a great skater.
I'm surprised you didn't
Fantastic
go even
skater.
like Sens legend Jacob Chikrin was a
Yeah, I thought about it,
was
yeah.
a question mark, and then like I said, Carls, Dupont, and Verhoff were my other snubs. Owen Power,
Oh,
Travis. Owen Power's been brutal this year on a great Sabres team. I know the point totals might disagree, but he
I
has
didn't
been
even
horrible
think about Owen
defensively.
Power, to be honest.
Former first overall pick. But no, I don't. I don't say he's been horrible defensively this year. So I don't even know what his plus minus is.
One.
Oh, it is 1. Yeah, last year is a -13, but still, he has been brutal on the Buffalo Sabres. Trust me, behind the Flames, they're probably the second most watched team I've watched this year. He's unwatchable sometimes. It's bad.
All right.
It's really bad. So I thought about it. He's only 23. He'll be 27 by that time. I just think he's in 4 years from now, I think he'll still be known for his offensive game. So I move away from that because I don't need that on my seventh defenseman.
You don't think he could turn that around, though, especially with
Yeah,
how this
I-
team and how
probably.
the Sabres are trajected to be over the next couple of years?
Maybe, but like you already have Dahleen, you have Byram still there. Like
True.
you've got Matthias Samuelsson. Like it's tough to crack. I mean, sure, he can still be a great top 4 defenseman, but I don't even know if he's going to get the minutes.
Did we
man.
have Power on her snubs list?
I can check right now if I had him.
I feel like I might have.
I did not have Power on my snubs list. I only had Jacob Chikrin on my snubs list that is snubbed from this team. I don't even know. I don't even remember who else was on my snubs list.
Yeah.
But I did flag the ones that were on my snubs list.
Dude, you could tell how much I switched to 7th and 8th because I started this conversation by saying everybody on this team was either on my snubs list or on.
Yeah, and then you just pulled 2 guys out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Thomas Chabot might have been on your snubs list.
I think he was.
He might have.
I think he was, but I made the decision to take Thomas Chabot when you were naming your snubs.
Yeah, I know. I
Yeah.
could tell. Everyone could tell. I was talking for longer just so you could decide.
Yeah.
I could tell that you were thinking about
I
it.
had Theodore written down, erased him, wrote down Sanheim, and then just left Sanheim there and to go, yeah, I want Thomas Chabot. Because I actually do. I think Chabot, he's like missing, man.
Yeah, no.
29 years old, obviously getting in that prime of his career, but I think he gets overshadowed by Sanderson because Sanderson eats majority of the minutes. But Sanders is injured right now, and obviously he played one game and it was against the Vancouver Canucks, which worst team in the NHL.
It's an NHL team, though.
The NHL team, yeah. And man, he showcased, he ate the minutes.
So we're making this projection off one game.
Plays a perfect two-way. Oh, obviously, dude.
I know.
I've been watching Shabbat forever.
I know. I almost put Alexi Lafreniere in my roster just because he had a hat trick tonight. So
not fair enough.
He is. I didn't even put him on my snubs. So he's a snub.
As long as Shabby, if Shabby's paired with the right guy, which he's paired with an Ottawa guy and Brant Clark from the Ottawa area, I believe, we're gonna be good.
Canada's is a lot of, they did a lot of roster, a lot of lineup shuffling mid games. Are you sure he'll hold up?
Make him play. Get him to play with Noah Dobson. I think that'll be great.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
That'd be so fast.
I don't know.
Those guys.
I think he'd have a better chance if there was no Four Nations and no 2026 Olympics.
Yeah, I know.
Just the experience factor. But run me down your decor one more time.
Schaefer Makar, Harley Bouchard, Morrissey Dobson, and Shabbat and Clark.
And I got Schaefer Makar, Harley Perek, Morrissey Dobson, Devon Taves, and Brant Clark on my end. All right, forwards. This is where it's going to get interesting. This is where we're going to have the most disagreements. Most discrepancies. No, there's no way we have the same.
Okay. Sure.
I do want to note too. Actually, there's one thing I want to note before I did mine. I did a calculation of average age for my roster compared to the USA roster and our roster this year as well. My average age of the entire roster is 28 and a half. So by that time, that's when I'm when it's 2030, they'll be 28 and a half. Is their average age. This year, Canada's team was 30 and a half. USA was 28. I just thought I'd throw that out there. And then for my forward course to set this up, I have 12 true centers out of 14. 12 true centers out of 14 on this forward core. 2 right wingers. And then I have the 2026 Canadian team. I indicated they had 8. This is also including Marner as a center because he is a center in Vegas right now. Wink, wink. I just thought I'd just boost the numbers. And then USA had 8 as well. So I went a completely different. I went a different direction than what most teams did, or the Canada and USA 2026.
How many returners do you have on the forward core? I just counted. I have 7.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 3 snubs and 3 that were not my snubs or on Team Canada this year.
Wait, no, maybe I have 8 too. I think I missed one. Maybe.
I've got
8. 1, 2.
Oh wait, did I
3,
do my? No, I got
4, 5, 6.
I got 8.
7. I have 7.
How many?
Technically, I have 7.5. I'm gonna say I have 7.5.
Because of an injury. Oh, I included Braden Point in this.
All right, so I have 8. I have 8 too.
Sorry, he was named, and then yes. How many are in your top 6 that are returners?
4.
Okay, I got 3.
All right.
Should be fun. Okay. I think this one might be the easiest unless you go goofy here. What's your first line looking like?
Oh God, I don't think we're gonna have the same first line.
Okay, we don't then.
I don't think we do. I don't think we will.
Run it.
First line, left on the wing. On the wing.
Yeah.
I got Nathan McKinnon. I don't think he'll be a center because of how much talent we're gonna have down the middle. Not to obviously Nathan McKinnon's a world class talent, but he'll be 34 years old at this Olympics. Still going to be chugging along as still one of the best players in the world.
Okay.
But I think after what we saw with him and McKinnon on the same line, I think Team Canada will continue to follow that pattern because of how much depth, talent wise, we're going to have in the middle 6 that they can afford to put him up there and keep that duo. And so in the middle, I have Connor McDavid.
Okay, and sorry, you got to say your right wing.
My right wing, I have Mitch Marner.
Okay,
so you put going McKinnon with 3 returners. Okay, 3 returners. A line they get put out there any zone. McDavid and McKinnon, 33, 34 respectively, I believe. Yeah, around there. Still will be operating at a top level or very close to a top. I'm going to say top level.
Sure.
And Mitch Marner still on a Vegas team that never seems to die down. And is comfortable and has played with these 2 guys before. So a very familiar line with each other.
Okay. I see Mitch Marner a different way. But So yeah, you put Nathan McKinnon's right-handed. You're putting him on the left side. That's
Play him
something
wherever.
to note.
Yeah.
I know, but Mitch Marner's right-handed.
Yeah.
I believe. Yes, he's a right wing, right-handed. I have 2 out of the 3 on that line, and it's hard. It's hard not to, like you said, center depth, and I think you can screw around if you really want. So I end up going Connor McDavid on the left wing,
All right.
Macklin Celebrini on the right wing, Macklin Celebrini on the center,
All right.
and Nathan McKinnon on the right wing.
Okay.
I'm just gonna run it back, man.
Celebrini in the middle, though, this time over McDavid.
Yep. I think he will be better, and when he's 23 years old, I think he'll be better than 33-year-old Connor McDavid. Yep.
33 years old isn't that astonishingly old, though. It's not crazy old.
No, but I think 23-year-old Macklin Celebrini is better than 33-year-old Connor McDavid.
Okay.
But okay, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It's like it makes me question who was better, 33-year-old Sidney Crosby or however old Connor McDavid was, because it would have been close.
Yeah, it'd be Connor McDavid. I would say so. 23-year-old Connor McDavid won the Hart probably. That's my guess. I bet you he won the Hart.
I want to see what Sidney Crosby did at 33 years old, though.
Okay, you do that. I'll pull up McDavid.
Okay, cool.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20. I can't count. 20, 21,
okay.
22, 23. So the bubble year, or the crummy Canadian year, Connor McDavid had 105 points in 56 games. 56 games.
Yeah, it's insane.
So it's a bubble year. It's 2020 to 21 for Sidney Crosby.
Yeah,
It's the same because they're 10. Are they not 10 years apart?
Yes, that's why I asked the question.
So did Crosby do in 56 games or 50 games or whatever?
One sec, I gotta pull up the EP.
Oh gosh, oh my god, you're using EP for this?
Fine, I'll use
man?
DB.
Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. I still
Yeah,
think
he
it's
had
crazy
62 and he had 62 and 55.
Yep, I was right. So I think it's going to go the same way.
All right.
I think it's going to Crosby.
To be fair, though, Crosby was never like McDavid's putting up 130 consistently. Crosby never eclipsed over 109. Pardon me, 120 when he was 19.
Sure, yeah, you're saying McDavid's better when he was younger. Is that what you're saying?
I'm just saying McDavid.
Yeah, it's a
McDavid-
different game too. It's a decade apart.
Yeah.
I think the game is. Yeah, I go Celebrini as a center. I think he's going to drive. It's hard to pick who's going to drive the line because you got the 3 best players in the world. And this was my question I was going to bring to you: is do you think what we saw in the 2026 Olympic roster, Celebrini on the left side, McDavid and McKinnon, do you think that's the best line we've ever seen, ever produced international hockey?
You'd have to
NHL?
look up and down the years,
Yep.
but probably.
It's the only one
But probably.
The only one that you can look at is the 87 Cup when you had Mario Lemieux, Wayne Gretzky, and then take your pick on the right wing. They never put Messier. They never put Messier on the Gretzky Lemieux line. They started out with Rick Tocchet, who had like 48 points, and he was like his second year in the NHL. And then they moved them around. They had Michael Goulet, a few other guys. But listen, I think this is the best line hockey's created. And I think they'll be just as good.
Probably.
In 4 years.
If you had Messi on that top line, then yeah, but no. If they have to have a capable right winger. So
yeah. So I think it's the best line we've ever seen, and I think in 4 years from now they're going to be probably the best line we've ever seen still.
all right.
But I think Celebrini will be the best
Okay,
player.
question though.
Yeah.
Like this year, they keep somebody like Sidney Crosby at the center at 38 years old because obviously he's great in the dot, but he brings that IQ and that intelligence.
Yeah.
McDavid's still 33 years old, still probably doing the exact same thing he's doing today, potentially. Mm-hmm. Like, is it just is it more Connor McDavid decreasing, or is it Macklin Celebrini going above and beyond?
I think it's Macklin Celebrini elevating his game even more in the next 2 years and then adding on to that every single year. I don't think Connor McDavid is going to drop much. I don't think he's going to be the same Connor McDavid is right now, as he is right now. Like this season, he's already at 108 points at 64 games. Like that's on pace for 135 points. I don't think he's going to be that, but he's probably going to be hovering around 100 points still.
Yeah.
In 4 years from now. That's my guess.
Maybe more.
Yeah. So I think it's Macklin Celebrini elevating his game a lot, and I think it's Connor McDavid not flatlining or bottoming out, but like he's gonna be.
Bro, he's got a flat line.
Well, yeah, like he's gonna dip, but like
If he hasn't already.
yeah, well he's gonna dip.
Because
well,
he's just
he's gonna,
he's been. A thing is though, like you could say flat line and it sounds like a bad word.
no.
But
Flat line at
it's-
140
his ceiling has been astonishingly high.
Yeah.
That it's hard for him to break through it because it's just out of this world how high that is.
for sure. Yeah, exactly. It's hard to keep up with this pace, and if you're gonna pick some player to run the pace he's running right now, there's no other guy than Macklin Celebrini, right?
Yeah.
So
No, exactly.
there's nobody else that you could pinpoint right now. Maybe is Connor Bedard, but there's more issues on the Blackhawks too, where he's still not surrounded around great players. And you never know what the Oilers are going to look like. You never know what team Connor McDavid's going to be on in 2 years from now. So there's a lot of question marks that way. But yeah, I'm running Celebrini as my center, and I know I was surprised you didn't ask about just running, like splitting them up. Like I said, I've got 12 centermen. I'm going to be fine no matter what. So
Okay.
all right. My top line, McDavid, Celebrini, McKinnon. Yours was McKinnon, McDavid, and Marner.
And Marner. Yes.
Okay.
Although I might have some shuffling because I have this guy
think
on
it's
the
insane that you have Marner in
Hold
your
up,
top.
I have a guy-
I can't believe we passed that and had Marner.
Mitch Marner, man. He's gonna be he's not gonna be that old, 33 years old.
Yeah, it goes from third liner to first liner.
The thing is, there's so much talent in this team that it's
I know.
he's also playing with the two best players in
Yeah.
the world. So,
Yeah.
But now after looking at it, and you mentioned Marner is a left-handed shot.
No, Marner's right-handed shot.
He is a right-handed shot.
Sorry if I
was-
confused
okay.
you.
No,
They're
you're good,
both
you're good,
McKinnon
you're good,
and
you're
Marner are both right-handed
All
shots.
right, because I also have a guy on my second line who is also on his offhand. So,
Okay.
but I'm just gonna run it because why not?
Yeah, for sure. Run it. Have some,
All
have some
right.
defensive aspects. Have some.
Yeah, we'll have some defensive aspects.
some speed.
Won't be on this line. All right, second line. And it's going to be centered by the man himself, Macklin Celebrini. And the fact that I don't have him on my first line is hard not to do, but I want him to have his own line, and I want him, McDavid and Celebrini, to be the 1-2. So I wanted to separate them out because, as you mentioned, Celebrini's only going up. And when he's 23 years old, it's going to be insane. And so I want him to run his own line. So we will
Okay.
on the second line. On his left, it's the guy I have on his off wing, but I don't care. After thinking about it, I don't care. Maybe I'll shuffle around my lines,
Okay.
but I'm putting the man himself, Mr. Sat at home and did nothing. Feels like he should be doing something right now. Connor Bedard I have on his
Okay.
left wing.
Okay.
Just a lethal duo, man. I would love to see these two play with each other. Like
Yeah,
they both
sure.
can control the narrative. We obviously know the shot
that'd
Bedard
be-
has,
that'd be
and
a great line,
Celebrini
yeah.
is also a hell of a playmaker. So
That'd be great for the narratives. I would love every.
Oh,
I'd love
absolutely.
every second of that line.
yeah.
But
And the right winger I have for them, I call this the kid line because they're all kids right now. And I think you might love this pick potentially,
nice.
but I feel like we needed some size on this team, and so I'm gonna take
Is it my boy?
might be
on the
6'3" Beckett Seneca on
Yep.
the right wing
Yep.
to round out that line. A guy who was broken out of a shell this year, I'm not going to say came out of left field because he was a third overall pick just a couple of years ago, but I don't think anyone expected him to have the rookie year he's having. And if he's doing this in his first year, the sky's the limit for this kid in 4 years.
Yeah.
So
100%.
crazy line. I like it.
And you didn't have him on your 2026 snubs list.
Nah,
man.
but I think in 4 years he's going to be even better. So
Sure, for sure. But yeah, I think it's still crazy. But I think it's a great pick by me in the snubs list, and I'll just run it. I have two of the three again on the second line that you just had. I have Connor Bedard centering this line, and then on my right wing I do have Beckett Seneca. Size, scoring, has everything, man.
yeah.
And on the left wing, I don't even know. This might be the first one where you might not even have him on the roster.
All right, but to find out.
I have shadowed by Connor Bedard for the longest time. I have Adam Fantilli making this
Oh, wow.
team on the left wing,
Okay.
top six. I think he's got it, man. I think he's gonna break out. Columbus is in a horrible direction right now, but I think, gosh, if he ever gets traded, I think it'd be a blessing. But also, he is gonna be poised to break out. He's only 21 years old right now. He'll be 25. That's around prime time. So pick it up, and he's good on the defensive aspect. He's played for Canada before. I think he can do it, man. I think he can do it in 4 years from now.
His numbers aren't very promising. I get he's young.
No, 45 points in 64 games is pretty good right now.
Wait,
You have-
45 points in
64 games this year.
He's projected to have 56 points this year.
That's fine.
That is fine.
That's pretty good for a 21-year-old.
World Championship last year, he played 8 games, had 0 points.
Okay, but he's played. So
true.
listen, he's only 21
Very
years
young.
old, and
True.
listen, not many 21-year-olds can rip it up like Connor Bedard and Macklin Celebrini.
He's also -10 on a borderline playoff team in the
Columbus
Blue Jackets.
Columbus are not making the playoffs. It feels
They're like what? They're 3 points out right now. Or 2 points out.
They
pardon
can't
me.
make the playoffs, and the Sens make the playoffs. And who's making the playoffs?
The Sens, obviously.
Yeah, so they're not making the playoffs.
Okay,
there
true.
you go. I have him making this team, man. He's been consistent. He played a full 82 last year. He was injured the year before, but if he could play full 82, I like that. And he's been on a crummy Columbus team. I think he's going to be like, I don't know why. I'm surprised he's been center. He's been center pretty much his entire career except the start. I think he'd be an effective left winger beside Connor Bedard.
Just that quick of a turnaround, though, where he's
4 years
into the top 6 of Team Canada.
Yeah, I think my bottom 9 are pretty evenly split. I think my fourth line is a little more defensively minded, but I think really the way I've split this all up, I think this second line could be my third line. Quite honestly, it really depends on my 3C if he can really pick it up. But I think he could do it, man. And I think I've evenly split the scoring from we're really going to rely on the first line, and then you're going to split the scoring evenly through the next 3 lines. That's what I did with my lineup.
Yeah,
and I
guess
like
so.
Seneca with the size, and Bedard's already got a big frame. He's going to be good, and so Fantilli's got a decent frame. 6'2", can't ask for much more. He's a well-rounded centerman, two-way centerman. He's going to be good, I think, and he's going to be effective on the wing. It feels like might
Right.
even be the only issue that I might struggle to see him as PKers in the top 2 cores. Maybe he's a PKer by then, but we'll see. He's on Columbus. You have to PK. You have to not.
No,
or
actually,
you're
he
screwed.
would be. He probably would be a penalty killer on this team for sure. Okay, my second. Let's recoup the second line. I want Macklin Celebrini down the middle, Connor Bedard, and Beckett Seneca, the 2 wingers.
Okay, I went Fantilli, Bedard, Seneca on the right side.
Okay. Third line. I think when I did my projections for this year, 2026, it was a very defensive third line. Could you say the same for this one? Probably not. I'm going all guns blazing more on the offensive side. Screw it. Okay. And down the middle, I had a guy that people honestly there's a little bit of chatter this year if he should have made the 2026 roster. But I think for sure he'll make it here in 2030. Young guy, very promising. Wyatt Johnston is my third line center.
Okay. As a center? Okay.
Is he a winger?
I'm pretty sure he's known for being a winger in Dallas. He's been a winger in Dallas for a long time.
All right. You want to see something cool?
Yeah, Hockey DB definitely has him as center though. I know that, but I know Dallas is a.
Okay, you know what? This works out perfect then. You know why?
Why?
Perfect.
Because your right wing's a center.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Wyatt Johnston then is my right winger. Okay. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Down the middle, Slick Nick Suzuki
Okay.
will be my center. I had originally had him on the right wing, but now since you stated it, because I think Wyatt Johnston has obviously, I think he's got a lot of potential in the kid. So I put him down the middle to control the puck, but
Okay.
put Nick Suzuki down the middle because I like Nick Suzuki just as much. On the left side, the guy's never played an NHL
Oh my
game.
gosh, we're gonna have the same line.
The guy's not even signed to an NHL team. The guy's not even drafted to an NHL team.
Okay.
Gavin McKenna.
Oh, we don't have the same
will
line.
be my left winger in 4 years at 22 years old.
I really thought you had me. I thought we were gonna have the same line.
Oh gosh.
I have Suzuki and Johnson.
Yeah.
I do not have Gavin McKenna on my third line.
Gavin McKenna.
Man, no, it's hard to say no. This guy's most likely going to go first overall at this point. Like I said 3 months ago, after the juniors. Remember that when I said that?
Yes.
After everyone said no. He's probably going to go first overall, man, and it's him and Chase Reed at this point. But I think he's going to be good, man. And
Ivor Stenberg?
No, I think he's going to be 3 now. He's really fallen
Chase
off.
Reed is going.
Yeah. That's what the scouts are saying, man.
Bro.
Okay, no, I like the Gavin McKenna pick.
Yeah.
I honestly don't have him on my roster though.
Wow.
I do not have him on my roster. It's hard. It's hard to
it
leave
is hard. It is hard.
a Flames guy off the roster like him who will really be on the cusp.
Mm-hmm.
But I do not have him. But I like the thinking, and I went pretty much the same way. I went with the same kind of age, but I went with a bigger size. So, do you have say some thoughts about Gavin McKenna while I?
Well, man, we see what he's doing after the World Juniors, and like obviously to be efficient, he needs power play time. I do think he sneaks onto this power play.
PP2?
Oh, we'll have to. Oh, probably. But
Yeah.
you still need someone to control that power play too, especially if we saw in this Olympics that top line got so many minutes
Yeah.
that when it came time to do a power play, but they just had a minute shift. That sometimes you need that PPT to go early. I also think like McKenna's a guy who could jump into the lineup so high up. Is he a Celebrini? Probably not, but he will be 22 years old.
Right.
That's the biggest thing about it. If this was if the Olympics were in 2 years or 3 years, then I would say probably not. But since it's 4 years, McKenna's got 4 years to prove himself in the NHL. Probably potentially even jumps up to the NHL next year. That's 3 years in the season, 3 years in the show. Tons of time for this kid to prove himself, and he has really flipped the narrative after the World Juniors compared to his start at Penn State. So
Yeah, the exact opposite of Keaton Verhoff, like we were talking about earlier. Yeah, I mean, third line. Yeah, I said I kind of went split evenly, but how much minutes is he going to get? If he's getting power play time, he's going to get a decent amount of minutes. Is he going to be effective in that? Is he going to be able to, in 4 years from now?
he's a game changer. I think this kid's got the element of being a game changer. Did we see it at the World Juniors? I don't think so.
No, that's why I was hesitant.
But I'm hesitant too. But we've seen it in his junior career, especially with Medicine Hat and with Penn State now. This kid's got it in him. He's just got to find it consistently in the big moments. And I think 4 years in the NHL will give him that time needed to find that consistency.
Okay. I like the thought process, and I went pretty much the exact same way. Just went with a little bit more size and a guy that can play center. Somebody who is projected to go first overall in 2027.
Oh, God.
We've got our boy. We've got our boy, Alexei Joseph, clocking in at 6'5", 205 pounds. You can't go wrong, man. 16-year-old. He'll be 20 years old. He's the next Macklin Celebrini. He's going to be a left winger. It's just not going to be in the first line. But listen, Alexei Joseph, he's going first overall in 2027. He's a center, so it obviously fits my 12 centers on this roster. And he's going to carve it up. He's massive. He's the next Beckett Seneca just as a center. He can play two-way game, and the only issue is that he plays in the queue. That's the only issue.
Yeah.
But hey, I mean, Alexis Lafreniere played in the queue, and he's carving up right now, so go with the narrative, right? He's basically, we thought the same way. We had to have, I thought it had to be, to make it interesting, we had to have somebody that's not an NHL team right now.
Yeah.
I just went with a guy that's even younger. And you know what? Who's going to be the next Macklin Celebrini? Alexei Joseph would be the closer age, that's all I'll say.
I mean, you don't have to have a player like Macklin Celebrini on your team, though. Well, I mean, if he's there, obviously you're going to take him. But the rarity of having a Macklin Celebrini like that, and maybe it is him, maybe it is maybe it is Joseph, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, right? I'm saying
pretty well. So.
I'm saying first overall, but right now he's probably clocking in at second. I think Dupont. This past couple weeks, it sounds like he's been carving again in the WHL. So
yes.
It's gonna be probably second overall. But hey, he's massive. He's 6'5". He can skate. Q is obviously the worst out of the three. But maybe he commits somewhere next year, and we can really get a good look at him in the NCAA. But I'm going Alexei Joseph. I think he could play a top 9 role. Screw it. And you know what? 4 years from now, we're going to look back at this. It's going to be a Hail Mary, great pick, or it's going to be a horrible pick. But I think it's going to be a good pick.
It could be all right, yeah.
Taking my risk. Come on, 6'5". It's hard to go wrong with 6'5".
But you're taking him over Gavin McKenna.
Yes.
And you love Gavin McKenna.
Oh, yeah. I love Gavin McKenna just because there's a lot of people that don't think he's going to go first overall, and I know that he's going first overall. That's why I like him. Whereas Alexei Joseph, I think he's just a better all-around player coming into 2030.
Okay.
That's all I'll say.
Okay.
Alexei Joseph might even make the 2028 World Cup team. Dare I say?
Oh, gosh.
Dare I say?
That's pretty daring.
All right, my
But-
third. Oh, sorry. You have something else?
What if Alexi Joseph ends up as the Quentin Byfield?
No. Quentin Byfield still might be on this team. I haven't said my
True.
fourth line.
True, but he's had a lot of time. He could have also been on this
listen,
year's team
I
too.
think Quentin Byfield went to a little bit of a tough situation, and same with Alexi Lafreniere. That's kind of the name of the draft. I mean, listen, Tim Stützle gets drafted to the Sens, and he's got all the reins in the world. He's a top 6 player right as he joins the team. Right? Am I wrong?
Okay.
Quentin Byfield was a third line left winger when he went to the Kings right away. And I think he played junior. I can't remember. I don't have Byfield right in front of my stuff, but he didn't play every game. And same with Lafreniere. He gets drafted, and then they sign Artemi Panarin, and then he's the third line left winger on that team. And he's solidified. He's been stuck there forever. Now he's popping.
I mean,
off, of
to be
course.
fair though, like not all rookies jump right into the top
Well,
six.
it's what I'm just defending Quentin Byfield.
Okay.
And I'm saying I think Alexi Joseph, there's some really bad teams out there. And I know it can change within 365 days, but if there's a couple teams like this year, he, a 6'5" center that's got skill and is putting up a lot of points, most likely would be in a top 6 center role.
Sounds like
he'd be a
Quentin
top
Byfield.
No, but not on the Kings though. And 4 years
Okay.
ago,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. I think he's gonna be able to play, and he's gonna get the reins to play.
Okay.
Unlike Quentin Byfield, where he gets drafted to a decent team, because like you have Kopitar, you have Alex Iafallo. There's someone else I'm forgetting right now. Like he was the 3C or the third line left wing on that team. Where I'm saying Alexi Joseph, and that was also the COVID year where the Rangers basically were in the playoffs.
Yeah.
and then won the
because
pick.
they got the they were
Yes. Like they were a decent team and they won the pick. Where this time around, Alexi Joseph, Gavin McKenna, these guys are going to get the reins to play on an NHL team. Like they'll get top 6 minutes no matter what, because they're better than most players in those rosters. That's all I'm going to say. Just defended Quentin Byfield there. And it's clear Alexi Lafreniere is now first line left winger playing with Mika Zibanejad, and he's carving it up right now. So hat trick against my Flames, which helps their lottery odds too.
I guess so.
That's all I'm going to say. I think Alexi
6 years
Joseph
after they're drafted, they're
same thing as Macklin Celebrini.
he was drafted last year though.
I know, but he's been the number 1 C for 2 years.
It's true, but that he's like insane.
I know.
Yeah.
But I'm saying Quentin Byfield could be at least better. I wouldn't say he wouldn't be insane.
He wouldn't be a celebrating. No way.
No, but like he could be, dare I say, a point a game player if he was on a situation
maybe
like that.
one day. Maybe one day. But
There's holes in Byfield's game too when he got drafted. So
all right, let's do a recap of the third line. Nick Suzuki, Wyatt Johnson, and Gavin McKenna for me.
and I got Alexi Joseph, Nick Suzuki, and Wyatt Johnson.
Okay.
We just did a whole talk on Joseph and McKenna. I mean, Nick Suzuki's going to be a great 3C. I think he's going to rebound.
Yeah.
I think if he is given a center position, I think he would, from the get-go, I think he would be good.
Yeah.
And then Wyatt Johnson, I mean, he probably, Wyatt Johnson probably is a center. He probably played center junior, but he's been a right wing on Dallas. I marked him down as one of my right wingers.
Mm-hmm.
But he's great. He's only 22 years old. He'll be 26 by then. And I think Nick Suzuki as a 30-year-old will be effective, win a lot of draws over Flame.
Do you think Wyatt Johnson could play on a top line, potentially?
Yeah, I thought about it.
Because now I'm looking back at my roster, and I have Marner up there, obviously, but could even put him up there and Marner play more of a defensive role.
Yeah, I went. I thought about switching him and Seneca, because I really did want the Joseph 6'5" and Seneca 6'5" with Suzuki line together, but I thought about it, and it would make sense Johnson being up there, but I like a two-way game, and like I got Johnson and Nick Suzuki who are going to score and have a really good defensively rounded game with Alexi Joseph. But I 100% you can make an argument for him being on the first line, really, or for sure top 6. So especially, I mean, if you don't stack McKinnon, Celebrini, and McDavid, I think there's definitely a way. So
All right. Might be something I consider for my lineup, my final, because I'm still tinkering with the lines, but
okay, interesting.
just because it all comes, like I love my lines, but just I think there's one too many players on their off wing. So
Yeah, I just rejumble the hands.
that's all I want. Yeah. Okay, fourth line. we saw this year, a couple names floating around was Brad Marchand. You had Tom Wilson, Sam Bennett, Bo Horvat. See if we have any returners, and also that narrative of big, scrummy kind of guys hard to play against. If that is the same here in 2030, I'll go first. Down the middle, I had a guy that a lot of people he was the talk of the town during the trade deadline, a lot of it. I got Robert Thomas down the middle.
Okay. Interesting.
I think he'll make Team Canada.
So a non-returnee.
Non-returnee, yeah. Okay. Over someone like Bo Horvat.
Okay, interesting.
So, I got Robert Thomas. I think, honestly, since he's never played for the national team, I think he'll attend a couple World Championships here or there. I think he'll start making his push.
Yeah. Thomas, he had 81 points last year in an interesting St. Louis Blues team, and then he's got 40 in 46 games right now, 15 goals right now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't mind the pick. He is not on my team, but he is a snub of mine. He also had 8 points in the playoffs last year. So.
All right, on his right side, I hope you have this guy on your team because you're wearing his damn name on the back of your jersey. Seth Jarvis will be my right winger. I got him returning. A guy, he's young right now. He's got plentiful of experience, so he's got to return. So I got Seth Jarvis. And on the left side, I got another guy who kind of fits that same narrative. Guy who's played a little bit for Team Canada now, Braden Hagel. I have returning as defensive guy, played PK1, and just perfectly has the offense, but also can probably on this team command the defensive side, especially playing on this fourth line.
Sorry, so you have Jarvis on your right wing and
Hagel on the left,
wing? Okay.
and Robert Thomas down the middle.
Okay, that's not a bad fourth line. We went kind of similar directions. Like I said, I don't have Thomas on my roster, but I like the direction, and I went kind of a similar way. The fourth line and one of my extras as well. But no, Brandon Hagel, I think he's a gamer. I think he'll be around. How old is Hagel? I don't have it right
29?
in front of me. Hagel. Oh, I snubbed Hagel. Or I didn't even put him on my snubs list.
Wow.
So
he is 27. Factor. Brandon Hagel is 27 years old.
Okay.
Be 31.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't even put Hagel on my snubs
wow.
list. So, but I think he could be chugging along still. I don't think it's a bad pick. I think I'd go other directions with it, but yeah, he's pesky. Just went after Dahlin for 60 minutes the other night. I think Hagel's a fine pick. He'd be pretty close to. I wouldn't say, like.
He was even getting minutes with McKinnon at times during.
Yeah, which wasn't a great look. Like he was not very effective. Can I say that he wasn't very effective in the Olympics?
Okay.
That's kind of the main reason why I moved away from him. But just looking at NHL pedigree, like Tampa might win a cup in the next couple of years still. John Cooper, that's a good question. We did do that question before, or in a different podcast, but
yeah, if he'll still be kicking
John
around,
Cooper, yeah, that would be a big factor.
I don't know.
Might be Paul Maurice by then. Don't know.
Maybe it kind of comes down to how that 2028 championship goes. World Cup of Hockey.
Yeah, that's a good point. You think he gets to 2028? Probably.
I think so.
Tampa.
He's not getting fired after this.
No. Yeah. So, it's okay. And Jarvis, you have on the right wing. I have Jarvis on my team. Yes, right. I'm wearing the jersey. I figured I wanted.
I hope so. It'd be kind of embarrassing if you didn't choose it.
I was really wanting to go with the Alexi Lafreniere today, but then I'd have to put him on my roster, and I didn't have him on my roster by the time I put the jersey on. So.
All right.
It's a decent fourth line. I went a different direction. Seth Jarvis is my left wing. I had to put somebody on their offhand, and I put Seth Jarvis there. I put Braden Point as my center and Mitch Marner as my right wing.
Okay.
So let's say experienced fourth line. You're not asking them to score. They all can score. They're all pretty fast. I think Braden Point and Mitch Marner in 4 years from now might be slower than what they are. Seth Jarvis is only 24 years old right now. It'll be the same speed. But I think based on the Olympic experience, they all played in the Four Nations as well. I think they're going to be just fine as a fourth line. They're going to play the role. And you just look at the USA 2026 roster. You had Jack Hughes, Brock Nelson, JT Miller all on that fourth line. They did a great job, and they're not fourth liners in their club team. So
you're not going to choose a fourth liner to play for your team.
No, I
either.
know. That's what I'm
that
saying.
would be pretty brutal.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
Yeah.
Mitch Marner, quite honestly, will be probably a point-a-game player still. Braden Point will probably be a point-a-game player still. Seth Jarvis might be by that time. I mean,
Well, I don't even know if Braden Point's going to hit a point per game this year.
he might not. He's on the best team.
He's
in
4 points out. I'm pretty sure he's 4 points off the pace right now.
Injuries don't help, but
True.
yeah, that's surprising because I would assume he would be. I would assume that he'd be. Oh no, Jake Gensel's there, so he'd be the number one center. But yeah, interesting. But Braden Point, I think he's going to win a lot of draws, and I guess at this point, I think he just the experience alone brings him over the edge. And quite honestly, I think. Did you have him on your fourth line when we made our own rosters? For
I
the
think I might have
2026?
had him as my
13?
extra.
Okay, because I had him
Or
low.
13, yeah.
Because I had him low as well. I can't remember if it was the third or the fourth line, but I just think, production wise, I think he was. I know he was named to the roster. I probably would still have picked him even if he wasn't named, but I think he definitely would still be effective on his fourth liner. So
Okay. All right. Well, speak of Braden Point, I also have him in the same exact position I chose him to be on the 2026 roster. He's my 13th forward.
okay,
So I do have him returning. And you know what? Pick and play if you want to have him in there for Robert Thomas on that fourth line. And we have very similar fourth lines.
Yep.
Kind of just comes down who's in form and also like who's going to play that defensive role better. So I think they're both going to be great players come 2030. So take your pick. And my other extra, younger guy, on the up right now. His team's also on the up. Dylan Gunther as my final player on this team.
okay. So Point and so you're saying Point will be your 13th?
Yeah, you can throw Braden Point in my 13th.
Okay. Gotcha. We went pretty much the same direction. Once again, I got different personnel, though. Obviously, I named Point. We'll get to your guys in a second. I think I'll just name my guys. My 13th is actually Bo Horvat, who's a year older than Braden Point. He'll be 34 heading into this Olympic tournament. I think he honestly, the faceoffs alone really helped him in this Olympics.
Absolutely.
And I think having him as a 13th, you need a couple big draws in the third period in your D zone. I think he might be the one over the boards there.
I mean, you see, honestly, like you see now even in overtime where people are I watched the Kings versus Bruins overtime tonight, and Mark Kastelik was out there taking the face-off in overtime.
Yeah.
You see teams nowadays just sacrificing a player on the ice just for a good face-off person in key situations.
Yeah, they just, like you said, overtime there.
It was an overtime.
Yeah, overtime.
Mark Kastelik.
Yeah. Overtime to start the draw. For Canada, it was not Nathan McKinnon and Connor McDavid. I'm pretty sure it was Bo Horvat. No,
It sounds about right. Yeah.
And then see if you win the draw, it's good. You hold possession and that player skates off, and they switch, and then you have a killer on the ice. I could be wrong if you're looking.
But even just in terms of actual 5-on-5 regulation,
yeah, oh yeah,
even for like a power, not a power play, but an offensive zone face-off.
Yeah.
If you want to, like in a dire moment where you need a big win, he's a guy that can rejuvenate your team. So
let me see. I did have his face-off. I had a face-off stat. I believe it was regarding him earlier. Face-off leaders. Bo Horvat was top 5 in the Olympic tournament. Crosby was 6th, but Horvat was 63%. McKinnon was 19th at 53%, and he was the 3rd best Canadian. So Connor McDavid is poor.
all right, so in overtime against Team USA, it was Nathan McKinnon who took the draw.
Okay. Well, 53%, sure, whatever. They probably lost it, though, no? Lost it to Larkin?
I'm watching right now. It was Matthews and him.
What the frick? That's insane
And
to me.
McKinnon
That's
won
not
it.
how you play overtime. But okay. No, you
Well, yeah.
see, because then if you have Bo
Bit of a
Horvat,
toss-up.
I'm going back to the overtime thing because I'm caught up on it now and I want to say it. If you have Horvat on the ice, then if you lose the draw, he's on the ice defensively. Right?
Yeah,
So
hold
I
up.
think it
I got
works.
something here, though.
Huh?
Is that him? Offensive zone face-off.
In the overtime.
40 seconds in overtime.
See, I'm a genius.
Is he 14 or is that Suzuki?
No, he's 14. Suzuki was 19.
Yep. No, I think he was 10.
Oh, whatever.
Anyways,
he was 14.
yes. Don't
What?
show this on the camera. Okay, we can't show it. Horvat
I'm not sure.
takes the
Oh,
face off 40 seconds in and wins it and goes right for a change.
Genius. I'm a genius, man. And that is a reason why I have Bo Horvat. Thank you for bringing that point up.
You're
In
welcome.
overtime, I wasn't really getting at
And
the
Connor
point.
McDavid comes on the ice, or pardon me, Mitch Marner takes his place.
Yeah, I wasn't really getting at that point, but face-offs was the big factor. Having a 13, he can slide up and down the lineup. He has experience. He's played with a lot of these players now. I like him on this team. And then my extra, I thought, you know what, screw it. I'm going to go young once again. Do you want to, I'm curious. You know me. I want you to throw out like a couple guys just to guess, just as a game, because to make it interesting.
What?
I'm just curious. Young guy. I'm just curious where you think I go with this.
When was his draft year? Can you give me that at least?
Last year.
Last year. Okay.
He was in the, oh gosh, who was even, whatever. You should be able to get it since you just said last year.
Last year.
Yeah.
That's the Schaefer.
2025.
The Schaefer
Yes, Schaefer
draft.
year.
The
Schaefer.
Schaefer. Was it Michael Misa?
Yeah.
Okay. Easy.
I shouldn't have given you the draft
It's
year.
okay. I wanted it.
And you know what? I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun picking, like I was at the point of my roster where I'm happy defensively. I got Bo Horvat as my 13th. I want somebody that can plug and play in the top 9. And just have fun for a couple games. Like that's kind of what Jarvis did this year. I want to go a little bit younger. Misa was the one I ended up with. Just I think he's going to be probably out of the guys I listed would be the most phenomenal. I thought about Gavin McKenna. I thought about Ben Kindle. I thought about Michael Hage, our boy. And then the other one was known two-way centerman, Cole Reshny, who will be a number 1 seed next year.
All right.
Those are the 4, but I ended up with Misa in the end. So I think Misa would just be a fun player to have in the top 9. Slide in for Alexi Joseph for a game or two, but
Maybe.
yeah.
Yeah, it might be pretty fun.
So
I don't know. That's I mean, just
come on. So
I mean, okay,
yes.
listen.
Yeah.
Who was the player we talked about having a phenomenal World Juniors, and this is why they're good
Connor
to play.
Bedard?
Connor Bedard. No, is it Connor Bedard? I don't know if it was Connor
he had a
Bedard.
phenomenal juniors.
No, but we talked.
Wyatt
I swear we had a
Johnson.
conversation earlier, and it was Zane Parekh.
Oh,
it was Zane
yeah.
Parekh. He had a phenomenal World Juniors, and that's why he's going to be great come 4 years.
Michael Meason.
Michael Beason.
But he had 7 points still, so screw that.
Okay,
whatever.
but everyone had points on that
yeah.
team.
Yeah.
People
whatever.
were saying McKenna had a terrible tournament, and he had like what 14.
Yeah, I think he had a good tournament.
I know you think you thought he had a good tournament,
You thought Michael Hage had a good tournament,
and he did.
and he's not on this team, is he?
No,
Yeah.
no, he's not.
No, I think I guess you're taking that. Yeah, whatever. No, I like Michael Misa. I didn't take him because he had a bad or good World Juniors.
No,
I think
I
he's
know.
just looking at that Sharks team. He's going to be a 2C one day, probably next year. Hopefully, they might make the playoffs. I'm still standing with that hot take that I made in the summer, saying Michael Misa and Michael Celebrini would lead the Sharks to the playoffs. And you really shot that down, saying Luke Misa that's going to Penn State would really, really kill that momentum. But
Yeah,
yeah, that was a brutal podcast moment.
That was great.
I still posted it because I totally did not look it up
that
until
was
after
great,
the podcast.
dude. I swear he was going to Penn State. You'd be
No, that
perfect
was
on
Luke
Penn State.
Misa.
Yeah,
Luke Misa, the Flames prospect.
dude, just Mises, bro.
So yeah, I like Misa. I think projection wise, out of most of these guys, I probably would take him. He's a center as well, which fits in my spot.
True.
And you know what? I mean, in 4 years he'll be 23. If he's near a point a game player, you lose a guy in the top 6. It's not a bad replacement to have. Remember our top 6, Sidney Crosby went out. Michael Misa, 23 years old, could plug and play. I think.
All right.
I think he's got it, man.
Yeah.
So run me down your 4th line and your extras.
All right, my 4th line is Hagel, Thomas, and Jarvis. Extras are Gunther and Braden Point.
Okay. Mine were Jarvis on the left side, Point center, Marner on the right wing. 13th was Bo Horvat, and my 14th was Michael Misa. I guess we didn't touch on Dylan Gunther really. I thought about him a lot, but kind of wanted to stick with the center theme. And I think if Gunther was going to fit into my roster, I'd be booting off either one of these 3, which would be Seneca, Johnson, or Marner. So in the end, I like Marner as the 4th liner. I like Seneca's size, and I like Johnson, 2-way player.
What about your 4th line, right wing?
Marner is my 4th
Oh,
line.
sorry. Yes.
McKinnon's my right winger on the
Yes.
first
Well,
line.
you're
That's
not
why.
no thought on McKinnon.
You know what? Maybe you never know. Injuries can suck, man. You never know. Torn ACL 2
Yeah.
years out. Might never regain it. But no, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it with Genther. I like it though. Goal scoring right winger is on a decent team. I think he was probably, honestly, when I think about when I was just doing the draft for my little lineup, like the first thing, just typing in players before I even look at stats and stuff, I think I probably did have him slotted in first, and then I moved him out after I saw Marner and Johnson, or kind of thought about those guys. So I think he's probably, honestly, if I look at my roster, if it's not Sam Reinhart, it's probably him next in. If there's an injury,
Yeah.
that's my probable guess. Maybe Robert Thompson I keep saying Robert Thompson. It's Robert Thomas. Robert Thomas maybe, but yeah, I mean he makes a strong case. I guess it kind of Brandon Hagel too.
Yeah.
What would you say was your biggest snub then?
Biggest snub?
Is it Crosby?
No.
Reinhart?
No, it's probably Sam Reinhart. I just think they didn't really utilize him this
Alexi Joseph?
Olympics. So why bring him back? If
Yeah.
you're going to only use him as
good
as a power play guy, why bring him
Yeah,
back?
he's already 30 years old as well. McTavish was another one I thought about, but I think on the Ducks we're getting at the point where I saw somebody say it might be time to move him to the wing, which is insane to me because I feel like they don't have the craziest center depth, and they just moved out Reinstrom too. So I don't know. They move out of center and they want him on the wing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's who I thought about. But so no Crosby for either of us. Is that? I don't think that's a shock. I honestly
No,
thought
he's too-
I think there was a higher chance you would have taken him. You knew me. I was not going to take him.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so no Sidney Crosby on the 2030 Olympic roster. Kale, it's hard to think about because he's dominated for Team Canada for so long. But at 42 years old, that is too old for Sid the Kid.
It is, man. It is. It's unfortunate, but it's too old. I think too old. I think doesn't matter if he's playing or not. I think he's gonna be retired.
Yeah.
He's gonna be retired, and there's no way. There's no way he's holding out to play another 4 years. And if he does, it's just not gonna. It's not gonna work.
I mean, I think he's capable of it.
yeah,
but-
I know. He's over a point a game still as a 38.
Exactly. You know what they do say, though? Leave the game before the game leaves you. Don't let the game catch up to you.
Just like LeBron.
LeBron's still chugging along, but that's a different conversation.
No. The game has caught up to him, man. He's fallen behind, man. Yeah, I just can't do it. I can't do it. I don't have Drew Doughty either, so that's it for the 2014 team. I don't have Brad
Rip.
Marchand. It's over. The 2014 team is over.
Rip.
I thought about Carey Price, but I just couldn't do it. Just couldn't do it. So
Yeah.
in the end, it was tough. So who's your captain then? Is it McDavid?
Connor
or is it-
McDavid.
It's Connor McDavid.
Easy.
And then who do you go? Do you go McKinnon?
Yes. And you run back the same, except obviously, and then go McCarr.
Okay. I probably would go. It's tough, man. It's tough because he wore the C, but I think it's obviously Macklin Celebrini's team in 4 years. So I think he's gonna have the C.
Bro,
and
it's
he'll
insane.
have the C in San Jose, and I think we just give it to him now. Let him be the captain early, and then he's got a good 3 or 4 Olympics after that with the C. So screw it, man. Macklin Celebrini C, Connor McDavid A. I'll go Cale Makar. I won't say Matthew Schaefer. I'll go Cale Makar as my third A
Okay.
or second A.
I'm just looking at my roster, and I realize I have a consistent theme throughout this entire thing.
Okay.
I have way too many right-handed shots.
That's not a bad thing to have, though.
No.
No.
But my top two left wingers are both right-handed shots. Left wingers.
Top six
Left.
left. How many are your top six right wingers both right? Who's your? Oh yeah, Seneca's right. Yeah, that's kind of screwed. That screws you over there, man.
A little bit. Because I have two. Both my centers are left-handed.
Oh yeah, that your centers are left-handed.
Yes.
Well then you're putting.
But all my wingers are right-handed.
Yeah, you need to put McKinnon. McKinnon's your left winger, right-handed shot. Who's your top six right winger or top line right winger?
Marner.
That it's ridiculous to me that you have Marner in your top line. I don't know
You
how
just mentioned he's going to be point per game still.
I know, but like that's just insane to me. It's insane to me. Put him as a center. Put Marner or McKinnon as a center
No, why would I do that?
because
That's
Mitch
ridiculous.
Marner's been an effective.
Okay, I'm
third-line
switching
center.
McKinnon with Marner. We're switching
Yeah,
We're
good
switching
call.
that.
I think yes.
Okay. Getting somewhere.
I need to see your roster in front of me to help you. That's my only.
I think I have way too many. I just think I
help you.
think I have way too
which
many.
is crazy to say because in the NHL, everybody needs right shot centerman.
Yeah.
And
my only fix would be if I moved Celebrini to the top line and had the exact repeat of this Olympics and the one you have.
yeah, that's what I would do. I think.
I want Celebrini to have his own line, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, in the end, I did have like same here. I mean, out of just the top 12, excluding my 13 and extra, I did have an extra right-handed shot. The way my roster is built, Suzuki's a right-handed shot, so I can't move him. Johnson's right-handed, Seneca's right-handed, Marner's right-handed. Point is right. Is Point right-handed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Both
so
my extras are also right-handed, so that doesn't help me
Nice.
at all.
is Bo Horvat right-handed? Screw you. I got Michael Misa as a left-handed shot and Bo Horvat as a left-handed shot.
Good,
So you know
congrats.
what? I could just easily plug and play and put Bo Horvat for Seth Jarvis and have it perfect. So,
What if I move Celebrini to the wing and put Bedard as the center?
or what if you put Connor McDavid to the wing? I think that's the better conversation.
Low-key.
I think that's the.
Hold up.
Celebrini is not going to be a winger. in 4
Bedard's
years.
wing? You have him as a center because you moved David to the
Like,
wing.
yeah, I could totally flip. So McKinnon's my first line right wing. I could totally flip him with Bedard, and he can be my 2C, and Bedard can be my right winger.
Okay, wait. If I run this back, Celebrini up top. I actually think, I'm still sticking by McDavid being the center.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, here's what I've come up with. Same line. Just switch with yours. Celebrini left, McDavid down the middle, McKinnon right. Same line we saw this year at the Olympics. Then you move Marner down one, and you have Bedard down the middle
Yeah.
with Seneca and Marner.
So Marner's still in the off wing.
Yes. Or I could be so fun and move Gavin McKenna up to that left top six left winger.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it.
And then you move McKenna up. And then the third line is actually peak because it's Wyatt Johnston, Mitch Marner, Nick Suzuki.
Okay. It's not bad either. Yeah, I think the Wyatt Johnson Nick Suzuki connection is going to be fabulous in 4 years from now.
Agreed. Yeah, I fixed my lineup.
There you go.
I fixed it.
All right. Should we run through the whole thing? Do we have anything really else to discuss?
No, I don't think so.
Not going to bring up the Sens at the end of this podcast like last time. We know all the if you actually.
It's a different team this week.
Yeah,
It's the Vancouver Canucks.
we're going to bring up
Surprise!
The Vancouver Canucks.
Yes. What do you think about the Vancouver Canucks? If they draft first overall, would they pick Ivor Stenberg just because of their history with Swedes?
Well, they're trying to offload their best Swedish player ever in Elias Pettersson. So, just kidding. No, the Sedins and Marcus Naslund are way better. But oh no, you have to take Gavin McKenna, who's from Vancouver.
It's true.
I know he's not a Canucks fan, but you have to if you're. I think we've had this conversation.
Gavin McKenna from Whitehorse?
He is from Yukon, but he lived in North Vancouver.
Yeah.
North Vancouver. I don't know why I know that. But that's. I think we've had this conversation before. But you have to go Gavin McKenna. There's no way.
You don't have
really
to.
If you really
don't
want,
have to.
if you really want to take a shot at the next Quinn Hughes, I think it is Chase Reed.
I've heard from my Vancouver friends, and they're taking Ivor Stenberg.
That's
That seems to
insane.
be the talk in the community.
I really think the Canucks really would look at Chase Reed because he's the exact same player profile as Quinn Hughes. But I think
Okay.
I think you have to go Gavin McKenna. It's tough. It's tough because I don't know. Like I think Chase Reed might need another year, which honestly for the Canucks that might not be a bad thing to think about.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be very bad next year. Gavin McKenna probably. Would you think Gavin McKenna's ready for the NHL next year? I mean, he'll be on a horrible team. Just mind you that.
If he's ready,
Do you think he'll be ready?
if he's on a horrible team, yes. But he's got to play in the top six.
But yeah, for sure. But do you want him to be on a very bad team like that, or would you like to keep him away, have him in the NCAA?
You know
play,
what?
5
You
games
know
at the
what?
end of
I'm
the
going
year?
to send him back. I'm thinking now send him back to the NCAA. I'm thinking of Bedard and what he had to go through. And the other factor is Bedard's a center, so he controlled that line Really, he got probably majority of the time with the puck. McKenna's a winger. You know what I mean?
Yes, that's the hard part. For
That
me,
is the hard part.
He's not going to drive his own line. And
You have yes.
The only guy you look at is Elias Pettersson, and that guy, Canucks, they want to get rid of him, man. So I don't know who else.
It's a bad situation out there too. The the locker room. I don't know how the locker room is. I won't comment on it, but it can't be the greatest in the NHL.
Nah, I think it's for a bad team. I think it's in a good spot, from what I understand. It was way worse when Quinn Hughes was around.
Yeah. Okay.
It looks, from what I have seen and what other people have said, it looks like they're having fun, although they're getting blown out 5 times a week.
All right.
So I don't know. You put Gavin McKenna, Elias Pettersson, Brock Besser in your right wing. Not a bad first line. It's
pretty
probably good. You have a goal scorer and McKenna can pass, and goodness me, Elias Pettersson, if you can figure it out, you can play drive. But no, you got to go McKenna if you're the Canucks. I think it's the same thing with the Flames because he's just from that area. He's Canadian. And then who's next? Is it the Rangers? The Rangers are third. I think the Rangers could definitely look at maybe it's a Chase Reed if they pick first overall, just because Adam Fox is probably on his way out. He's American too.
I wouldn't mind that. You swung on a forward. It didn't work.
Yeah.
And it's there's a lot of good defensemen this year in the draft.
Yeah. They might, well, yeah, I mean, because I think
all right, here we go.
The draft
Watch
is
this.
going to be good next year.
I'm doing a draft lottery right
Okay.
now, and we're picking every single top 10. Top 10.
Okay.
And we're going to try not to rig this like TSN did on trade deadline day where the Leafs.
That was
jumped
awesome,
8-1.
though. I know I hate the Leafs, so that was like great television.
All right,
Did
3,
you see?
2.
Oh, sorry. You go ahead. 3, 2, 1.
Wow, okay, we have a jump from 10 to 1.
Actually, sense.
No. Oh, God, this is going to be...
Is it the Leafs?
This is good. This is good.
Okay.
Our NHL 2026 Draft Lottery Simulator. The team. The Stanley Cup champions, the Florida
way.
Panthers, have jumped from 10 to 1
They still have their pick?
and have the first overall pick this
Oh.
year in the draft. And you know what?
I think
the pick is protected from a top 10 protected,
Okay,
so
yeah, right.
they get
Oh,
it. That's why they get it.
No, 100%. Every pick is protected. That's tough because if you are the Panthers, you might honestly pick for a position here. No, is that crazy to say? I hate when teams think about it that way. But if you were the Panthers who could rebound next year, most likely will make the playoffs because you're missing Barkov right now. And then you still have probably, I will say it, it depends what their goaltending situation's like, but they're going to make the playoffs for the next few years after this year. So I wonder if you pick position, like what's your depth chart looking like in 2 years from now, where like you need to have a spot opened up, or do you trade this guy for just an absolute dynamite player? Austin Matthews? Question
No,
mark?
I'm going. I think I don't think we have to think too far off of this.
Okay.
I'm searching up. My computer's super freaking slow right now. I'm getting to a solution, but I'm leaving.
Why, are you looking for a trade?
I'm looking for a damn lineup.
Oh, of the.
No, I'm not even connected to the Wi-Fi right now. I think I'm going. Yeah, okay. I'm going Gavin McKenna for the Florida Panthers. Talk about you want that value. He's got it. Talk about wanting a positional player. You got Barkov, he's a center. You got Matthew Tkachuk, he's a right winger.
Yeah.
Your left wingers, Carter Verhaeghe. Come on now, Gavin McKenna, probably not going to get a spot over Verhaeghe in the first couple of years,
Sure.
but could even sneak into potentially that top 6. Is that crazy to say? Play this guy with some. We just talked about not wanting Gavin McKenna to play with a bad team in his first year. Well, I'm think about that. The offensive players he's got around him.
Do you think they'd want a forward?
I mean, I get what you're saying.
What if you get? I know I've been just pumping Chase Reed's tires for the past 2 hours, but like Keaton Verhoff, who is 6'4", just seems she just seems like
you
a
got
Panther.
Mikkola on that left side, who's big.
But like Verhoff's not ready yet. Like think
No.
about it in 2 years from now. I think you can open up a spot like that. No.
Didn't you just say it didn't matter who was drafting? Gavin McKenna's going number 1 overall.
No, I didn't expect the Florida Panthers. I was talking about like the top 5 worst teams in the league.
All right, you got to pick one right now because we gotta go to the next team.
Sure, Gavin McKenna.
All right, Gavin McKenna. Vancouver choosing 2, no doubt. Ivor Stenberg.
Really? I think it's Chase Reed.
I think it's the Swede
Chase
factor.
Reed. No.
Just the Swede factor.
I don't think they do that. I don't think they would focus on. I think they're going for the best player.
Stenberg's pretty damn
Good,
man.
It's just he's falling off a little bit. Chase Reed's having a conveniently great time right now.
In 2 different leagues. One's men's league and one's OHL.
I know, but like Chase Reed's 6'3".
You'd
He's
have
fast.
to expect a
Skill
drop
guy,
off.
right-handed shot.
I know, Caleb.
right-handed
I
shot.
was on about Chase Reed when you had him going 15th overall.
Did I have him 50th overall?
No, but that was just figuratively. I've been knowing. When I got to watch this kid live, I knew he was legit.
Chase Reed?
Yes.
And you still okay? That's interesting. I'm going Chase Reed.
No way. Okay, we're going Ivor Stenberg now, 2nd overall.
No, I think Chase Reed is the better. Fine. It's your draft.
No,
It's your
sure.
draft.
No, sure. No,
it's your
Chase Reed.
draft.
No, Chase Reed goes 2nd overall. Sure.
Okay.
Calgary, your Flames. They can't draft Chase Reed now.
Ivor Stenberg.
Okay.
Can you screenshot this? It'd be a good graphic too, just so we can.
Next up is the Chicago Blackhawks.
Chicago Blackhawks. So we've used Reed, McKenna, Stenberg. For me, it looks like they're going with another defenseman here. I can't even remember.
They're
who
going
they
Keane
picked.
Verhoff. They gotta go Keane Verhoff.
I think
here.
it's Verhoff. So that was 4. So right now it's McKenna, Reed, Stenberg, Verhoff. Who is 5th? What team?
Oh,
I think
the
I know.
New York Rangers.
Oh, that's tough. I think they got to go Albert Smits.
We're going Smits.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I think he's got really high
He's
upside.
I think he's pretty close to NHL ready
Yeah,
too.
I think he might be
maybe not
NHL
next
ready.
year.
Wait, what about Smits then? Oh, it might be too far of a jump, but Florida at 1. Like that's
No.
for
Left-handed shot compared to right-handed shot. I'll go Reed every day of the week.
over Albert Smits.
Yeah,
man. He
if they're
looks
the
so
same-
complete. He looks so complete.
I know, but I like Chase Reed more. I think he's got higher upside, offensive upside. But Smits is running like power plays in the German league right now, which is a big thing. But I'm going Chase Reed still.
All right, sure.
I can't believe we did Chase Reed. Okay, whatever.
Okay, we'll cap it at top 5, but the New York Rangers are 5th.
Yes, Albert
And
Smits.
they're drafting Albert Smits. All right, sure. We can go more. Winnipeg, or pardon me, St. Louis is at number 6. Number 6. So they're going forward here.
I'm going Caleb Malhotra. Physical guy.
Yeah, everyone's kind of dropped off after him. All the forwards, used to talk
picked up
about.
his game.
He's a leader
Brantford's
too.
fallen off, and he's picked up his game.
Like I like Malhotra. He just seems like just a leader, a guy that will play in your team for the next 22 years, and then he retires. Like a guy who just sticks to one team his entire career.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
It's great.
It's Sidney Crosby 2.0.
great.
Alexander Barkov 2.0.
It's great. I'm not saying it's bad.
Draisaitl 2.0.
I'm not saying it's bad whatsoever. So he's saying he's a St. Louis Blue?
I think so.
All right. Winnipeg. The Winnipeg Jets. I think they need a high-octane forward.
No, you think they need a forward? So we're talking Ethan Belchez or Ty Lawrence?
What about Ty Lawrence?
I think I'd go Ty Lawrence as centerman.
Yeah, I agree.
Mike Scheifele's up there. I don't know how much longer. He's like 32 right now.
I think they need to worry about Connor Hellebuck, though, is getting older. When's
They're
the
not
window?
taking a goalie.
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm talking about the window. When's the window? You know what I mean? Because Lawrence is going to
We're at the point that no other player is
Ty
ready.
Lawrence is taking some time. No.
I think every player's taking time now.
Ethan Belchez, just by the sheer size of him.
Quite frankly, he's going to take some time now because of his injury. He's done for the year, right? So
True.
I don't think I can go. I think I would probably.
But
say
the window is
Lawrence.
bigger than just this year, you know. I'm
I
going to
know,
go Ty
I know.
Lawrence, too.
I'd go Lawrence first. I think Belchez really hurts with the injury.
All right, then you have Boston, who takes the pick of the Toronto Maple Leafs.
That's Ethan Belchez, right?
Yes.
That's just
Well,
a Bruin.
yeah,
That's,
yeah,
Ethan
yes,
Belchez
yes.
is just a Bruin, right?
I mean, yeah, you already have James Hagen, so
And that
get
was-
him a winger to
yeah.
play with. Or what about a defenseman though? What about Carson Karls?
Yeah, we've dropped Carl's a lot. I'm going Ethan Belchez, 6'5". It's a Boston Bruin, no?
I'm going
Boston.
Carson Karls.
Just think about it. 228 pounds, 6'5". Pasternak's a right-handed right winger. Belchez is a left winger. Remember, Belchez is not going to be ready next year. He's going to need another year. Think about Beckett Seneca, 6'5", who came in after 1 year after the draft.
Yes, I guess so. But
He's a Boston Bruin.
listen, who else on that back end for Boston other than Charlie McAvoy is going to be here for
I
a
don't
while?
draft position, man, except when it's the Florida Panthers.
But Carson Karls might have more upside than Ethan Belchez.
I don't know. I don't know about that. It's tough. It's just tough because Carl's is a left-handed shot. Like, he's not a premium position. Neither is Belchez. Carl's is listed 6'1.5", so I'm just gonna say 6'2". I'm going. I still think Belchez.
He looked pretty complete too at the World Juniors. Like he has that ability to his game. I can agree with though. I think Belchez does sound like
I
a
think it's
Boston Bruin. That does sound like they would draft.
And then he was 10.
I think 9 is
Oh.
Nashville.
Um.
And got to think here, they have Brady Martin
Yeah.
in the big rugged guy.
Yeah. I think you go Carl's here at the defense.
He's already dropped a lot too.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's a steal now at this point.
Yeah.
So.
And then the New Jersey Devils are last.
So this one might be the toughest one. Do you go Vigil Bjork, Oliver Suvento, Adam Novotny, or
They they don't mind taking a swinger on that international talent. They did with Heacher, they did with Nemec.
There's Daxon Rudolph still. We didn't say Daxon Rudolph yet.
No, he's still on the board.
Like they could go. You say they go off the board.
No, I didn't say that.
Like you could go Oscar Hemming of Boston College, who's really picked up his game. There's Xavier Villeneuve, who's really dropped.
Oh no, I don't know if it's. I don't think
Ryan
it's
Lynn
Villeneuve.
has really dropped.
I don't see it. I don't think it's Lynn either.
So we're going with one of those three that I listed: Bjork, Suvanto, Novotny. Novotny's a left winger. The other two are technically centers, but
I think you just
Bjork
drafted.
is really
You
small.
drafted Hughes, like Luke Hughes, and you drafted Simone Nemec, but he's
probably out.
Yeah, he's probably out. And then on the offense, like you have Jack Hughes could be there forever.
Well, we just listed
Heischer.
it's got to be a forward here. It's not a defenseman. If that's what you're trying to get at.
Well, I'm trying to
Because you're
go
going
through
off the
roster.
board. You're going off the board unless you want Daxon Rudolph, I think.
I don't.
Like, who's next?
Well, there's just a lot of the thing is there's only when you're drafting, especially this high up, I feel like a lot of it caters to forwards rather than defensemen.
Well, I think
And we've already drafted 3 or 4 defensemen off the board in the first top 10.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
No, and you
Personally.
know what? There's some good defensemen up here, but
Two of them were right-handed shot. You still have, and then two of them were left-handed shot. Daxon Rudolph is right-handed, and that's a premium position.
I mean, I guess so.
I
but,
don't think you go defenseman if you're the Devils.
I just feel like in a top 10 pick, I mean, Daxon Rudolph might be best player available, but
Yeah. He's probably the highest asset or most valuable. But because he's right-handed shot, I think you probably do. It's just your defense is so clogged.
do you draft for shot in the top 10? Like, it obviously plays a factor, but it's not the whole reason why you're drafting.
I think if with the 10th overall pick, I don't think it's wrong to just draft the guy who might be the best player in the draft.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which Bjork, I'm going to say Bjork could honestly be a top 3 player out of this draft in 10 years.
Yeah,
from now.
absolutely.
Where you don't see that. I don't think Daxon Rudolph will ever be that. I think you take a swing here, and I think you go with Bjork or Savanto before you go to Rudolph if you're the Devils here.
Maybe. Yep.
So
Sure.
Bjork or Rudolph
Let's
or
go.
Savanto. I think Bjork is probably more valuable.
I'm really interested to see what teams think of Bjork. Obviously,
Right,
we've
so
seen us
small.
compete. Now let's go with Bjork. Yeah. But because honestly, hear me out. I think if there's anybody to get drafted way too early, it's him.
Bjork? Mm-hmm. Really? Okay. Oh, I would say too early. Maybe Belchez as well. But
Yeah.
I think Bjork.
Well, I think
It's
Belch
just
is
Bjork is
yeah.
it's a big swing because if he doesn't work out, everyone's gonna call you stupid for drafting a 5'9" winger.
Yeah.
Or he is a centerman, but he just won. Like he just won, and he was like
Yeah.
the guy. In
You
that.
know what? It could be Ethan Belches too, just because of the size.
Well, Ethan Belcher's
and
already
also
been
his
drafted.
name has been everywhere for the
sorry.
last couple of years.
Yeah. Like the guy that was drafted too high.
Like he could get picked in the top 4.
Yeah.
Like I think
You
of a
had him
Caleb
in your top
Danoy.
five,
I feel like a Caleb
a few months
Danoy with someone like that. He kind of went maybe or Brady Martin.
we're-
Brady Martin went pretty early. Like people were expecting to go around 10.
Yeah.
When he gets
okay,
drafted
okay.
4th,
I see what you mean.
big gritty guy.
Well,
Gets in the
York
hard
is outside
areas.
of the top 10. Belchez might still be in the top 10. It's just I don't know about the injury. I don't know if he drops out.
I don't think I think the Belches name has been along for so long, especially after he got drafted first overall to the OHL.
Yeah.
And he's
Yeah.
played with some
Yeah.
good teammates too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think honestly, I also
yeah.
think the defenseman might space out a little bit because you got Verhoff, you got Carson Carls, you got Chase Reed, you got Daxon Rudolph, and they're all ranked in the top 10 in the draft. And Smiths,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
Maybe one of them, and I'm guessing probably Daxon Rudolph, gets trailed behind a little bit.
That's my guess, yeah.
Like a Victor Eklund.
I think he's the least appealing out of those defensemen.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
He might fall because
We could see that. We could see.
I'm sure
yeah.
some teams are much more higher on Bjork, Savanto, even Novotny.
Those are players, especially I'm thinking of Bjork, are just players that certain teams love, and that's why they draft them. You don't pick best player available. You pick off of a guy you had a very good draft interview with, or a guy that one of your scouts is just like in love with,
Yeah.
and that's why you make the pick.
Yeah. Sorry, who had 10th overall?
10th overall was the New Jersey Devils.
Okay.
But see, like they have young pieces. I
So
think
you're saying traded away?
no. But Luke Hughes, what is he, a left or a righty?
Oh, I think he's left. I could be wrong. You might be right. He's drafted 4th, so maybe he's right.
He's a left.
Oh, he's left. Okay. That's pretty high.
So do you go with another defenseman to play with him if Nemec isn't there long term?
Nah.
Also, how much would a big guy hit? Because what? I don't know how tall Heischer is, but Jack Hughes is not the biggest guy. As for Brad, I assume is not really the biggest guy.
not
Do you go
very
with a power
physical.
forward like Timo Meyer? Is he kind of is he?
Yeah, he would be.
Yeah.
But, like, I guess you're talking me into Daxon Rudolph. I think Daxon Rudolph is a safe pick.
And at 10? Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
I think he's safe for now that you talked me in. He's a right-handed shot.
There you
And
go.
I just don't see he just won't. I just don't see him ever being like a number 1 defenseman. Which I mean, the Devils don't really need because they have Hughes.
yeah.
But like you're drafting that high for a number 1, potentially a number 1 overall defenseman.
Well, I also think the other thing is
But I think there's no one else.
I also think the other factor is we don't get enough to watch these kids play. They're all phenomenal on their club teams, and like you can't know everything about every single prospect, right? It's just impossible.
I read a lot. I've seen enough.
You could read.
I know, but-
and you can watch. And those two different things.
So we'll see what the U18s bring.
It's gonna be fun for sure.
But no, I understand what you're saying there, but I think we've gotten a much better knowledge right now than what we did 4 months ago.
Oh yeah, about this draft
Like I think
or
it's
just
pretty
about
the draft and in general what teams kind of
Yeah.
want. But like I think it's pretty clear the top 10.
you know what?
Like we're picking at the only guy that we didn't like was Daxon Rudolph. I think he's the only one that's outside the top 10.
I think
Or
someone
in the
who
top 10 that we didn't take.
if I had to pick somebody, I want you to do this too. Someone that's going to jump into the top 10 and potentially even near the 5 region. For me, And I just saw his name. I was like, okay, this kid, we might honestly should have taken him in the top 10 because he's nasty. And he's ripping it up right now. And he's proven it on the international stage. Big, 205 pounds, 6'1", Adam Novotny.
I've already mentioned him a couple times.
I think Novotny can jump easily into that top 10.
I would have went Oscar Hemming.
I just think Novotny's just.
He's a big piece on that Finnish team, and he's really picked it up with Boston College.
But Adam Novotny's you can make the factor that he's been a big piece for the Finland team, but let's not Adam Novotny wasn't phenomenal at the U18s and had a pretty good World Juniors this year.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, let me pull up Novotny real quick here. Oscar Hemming.
He's got a really good base to him too. Just a really strong guy.
Oh, am I tripping? Oh, it was Emil Hemming.
Yes, I was about to say, yeah.
No, but Oscar Hemming was a
right.
guy that couldn't find a freaking place to play for the longest time. But he has picked it up. He's got he's 8 points in 17 games right now. But I'm pretty sure, I swear I saw something the other day that he was on it's almost 7 points in 10 games or something. But
It's pretty
he's
good.
big. He's a winger. I think people will take a shot. Also, one other thing, mind you, how many games did Matthew Schaefer play last year? Not a lot. So, same with Oscar Hemming.
I mean,
They're completely different players.
I was going to say, you're comparing a forward to a defenseman,
I know.
a number one pick to a potential top 10 to top 15 forward.
Oh, well. Just thought I'd throw it out there. I don't know. I'm high on Suvanto. I really liked his game on Finland. PKer, top 6 player. But I mean, 13. He's probably 12 to 14, 12 to 15. He's 6'3".
Yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting where teams will go. I don't really see anybody. Oh, or JP Hurlbert.
Yeah, he's got a lot of upside, that kid.
Yeah.
Ton of offensive skill to his game. Should have got a look on Team USA this year. Didn't because he plays in the CHL.
The one guy that's really dropped from the last time we've had this conversation about draft specific was probably before the juniors. I think one guy that's really dropped is Ryan Rubrick. Remember how we were talking so highly of him?
It's because he's big. He had a big frame, and then he just hasn't made anything of it. Another guy, Mathis Preston. I think last year, last year in the summer, I was really impressed with this game, especially after the U18s. But he's dropped consensusly a lot. Actually, it's pretty, about maybe early 20s, can go higher. He just got traded as well and now plays with the Vancouver Giants. So,
do you okay, one last question about the draft before we wrap her up. We're pushing 2 hours again.
that's fine.
But no, we're already done the roster. I'm sure the people that aren't interested have already left. But do you know anything about the Ruck brothers? Because I've been very fascinated.
Yeah, they're a cool story.
Do you think that a team tries their best to get both?
To get both, maybe.
I mean, mind you, I'm going to throw out a team right now. The Calgary Flames have 4 second-round picks.
Yeah,
that's all I'll say.
I mean,
I think it's just Marcus Ruck is the lower one.
If you have,
he might be a third rounder.
If you have the picks like the Flames do, that it just works out where you don't have to trade to potentially get both, then sure. But I don't think I don't think a team goes out of their way just to trade and get both. Maybe.
I think some teams might.
If you have the assets, but the thing is that might be
4 or 5.
Yeah, I was about to say that might be a poor use of assets if you go out and get both, and one of them is a bottom sixer for you one day, the other one's washing cars in 10 years. So
it's a cool story. I don't know. I think Liam Ruck will probably be the one that tops out more. He's got way more goals.
Yeah, they also both could be great too. They also could be both be great too. So.
Yeah. I mean, it's just an interesting situation because we've never ever seen that before. 2 twin brothers that aren't in the top of the draft, unless I'm wrong.
Careful, aren't in the top of the draft.
Like Henrik and Daniel Sedin are obviously the top ones, but those are that was the first round, they're the second and third overall pick. This is different.
Yeah.
They're Liam Ruck is probably a middle of a second rounder, and Marcus is probably a third rounder. They're separated just because Liam scored way more goals. But I'm interested. But I think some teams would go out of their way and move some picks around just to kind of get both of them.
Oh,
I think they would.
Maybe. It'd be a cool story for sure. I mean, I don't know. I'm also interested to see, like, I think someone who's dropped off a lot is Ryan Lynn.
Yeah. I think it's also
He's still producing the offense, but there's just so many like really good defensemen in this draft that play a very good two-way game as well.
Yeah.
And especially like Chase Reed, as we've already mentioned, like he's just everywhere.
Yeah.
He's so tenacious. And he's just all over. It just seemed like he's everywhere all the time. So quick. Edges are elite. Not to negate Ryan Lynn, but maybe more one-dimensional than some more defensemen on this list.
Yeah, I think it's also some of these forwards, are just much more. They've elevated their game in the past 6 months compared to some of these defensemen that haven't dropped off or anything, but just haven't elevated as much. You even look at like Marcus Nordmark, who's got well over a point a game in the Swedish Junior League right now. He's
Swedish Junior League, like there's some good players, like
dynamic. I don't really know anything about Marcus Nordmark, but
it's okay. Thanks for bringing him up.
yeah, no problem. He's up there though. Looks like he's a middle first rounder. So
Okay, first forward to be drafted out of the OHL.
me,
No, the other guy.
first forward out of the OHL. Holy frig, this is gonna take forever to figure. Oh, it's gonna be Ethan Belches.
Over Caleb Malhotra.
Yeah, I think so. But I think I think that he'll be drafted first. But I'm very high. I think Caleb Malhotra might be the better player in the end. I think he can.
Do you consider his stats maybe being inflated because of being on the Bulldogs?
Yeah, but he's driving that line too. Like he deserves the credit. I know he's playing with great players too, but I think he deserves credit for driving. I'm assuming the second line. He's been with Blackhawks. Oh no, frick. Who is the guy? Who has he been playing with?
On the second line?
Okay, I'll just pull it up.
Yeah, just do that. That's better for the sake of the viewers.
Twitter.
Caleb Malhotra.
Yeah,
The team is stacked, like the top
I don't
6.
know. Let's see here.
Not Jed Luchenko, obviously. He's a center
No.
too, so.
Maybe he's. Where are these lines? Jeez Louise. Here we go. Oh, okay. Well, this is not right. But I was thinking Marek Vanacker, but I
Oh,
guess they
Vanacker,
have Jake O'Brien playing
Vanacker.
with them again. But they did split them up for a while.
Oh, dude, I'm not gonna lie. That's very good. That's very good line mates to have.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah.
I'm not. No, I
He's
think
currently
Caleb
on the
Malhotra's
third
great.
on this
Yeah.
lineup. He's on the third line. Jeez.
I think Caleb Malhotra's great. I think he had a fantastic. He did have a fantastic OHL or CHL versus NDDP game. He was the captain too, if I'm not mistaken. He just seems like a born leader,
Yeah.
and I think that's a trait that a lot of teams really respect and understand about him, and that's where we could see one of these Flyers come in around maybe even a top 5 pick potentially, because that trait is an X factor itself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and that thing is though, that's also a trait that you can't teach, and is already instilled in him at a young age.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. We'll see. It's very interesting. I'm excited. We'll do. I don't know if we'll. It's hard to do a U18's roster prediction because we don't really know. It's hard just time wise because we don't know which teams are still in the playoffs and all that for CHL, NCAA. I think NCAA will be done though before the U18, so maybe we'll see Verhoff again. Maybe we'll see McKenna. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it is.
At the what, U18s?
Yeah. We'll see. It'll be on TSN. We'll have Brian Murdoch calling the
Is
games.
it U18s, under 18s?
Yeah.
Yeah. McKenna's 18.
Yeah, he can play.
Is it not under 18?
It's all draft eligible guys, no? I could be wrong.
Wow.
How old is Brady Martin?
Brady Martin?
Oh, maybe frickin', I don't know though. I'm being an idiot then.
No. It's just weird. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's in the middle. It's the worst time possible. I thought it was all draft eligible guys could play.
No, I'm thinking. No, wait. No. Let's think about this.
Let me look at the last
All
year,
right.
2025 Canada roster.
Tyler Hopkins was on that team.
Yeah, he's young.
He was
Okay,
drafted
here we
last
go.
year.
So there is a mix of 07s and a mix of 08s. That doesn't help me. Freaking, I wish they told us the age and not their freaking date of birth, man. Can I sort? Oh, freaking Canada, bro. Okay, I'm just gonna list you a couple players, and you're gonna tell me what age they are. No, that's a bad example.
What?
I don't know. I don't know.
What did you just ask me?
1, 2, like. Okay, Braden Coots is. Okay, no. So Braden Coots, he got drafted last year, right? He played in
Yes.
the U20s.
Yes, he did.
His birthday is the 9th of February.
All right.
And then we have Jack Nesbitt, who is the 12th of January, and he's in 07.
Okay.
So they played. So wouldn't it be 08s and 09s? Or are we just stupid?
I don't know. This is weird.
I don't know.
This is really. I just can't wrap my head around it right now.
Gavin,
It's too late.
Yeah, it's too late. It's like, I don't think people can see a clock, but it's like almost 12 a.m. Is Gavin McKenna, I'm doing AI. Can Gavin McKenna play in the U18s? Like, they had a U18 tournament earlier. Like the showcase. Oh, no.
All right, Kel, I gotta tell you this. Kel,
Yeah,
he's already played at the U18s.
I know, but can he play again?
He didn't.
He
play,
played twice.
He didn't play last year.
Yeah, but he played in 2024.
He played once.
He had the
in
most.
U18s.
He had the most points in the
20.
U18.
20.
Yeah, he had the most points as a 16-year-old in that tournament.
But why would he play this year if he didn't play last year?
Because he wasn't. He was on Medicine Hat.
That's
They're
true.
deep in the
That's
playoffs. They're
true.
still playing.
That's true. Forgot about the intercept.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm too stupid. Somebody listened this far. Please give us a comment, and that would be that would be insane. That's all I'll say.
The team's gonna be fun this year, though, and I think honestly
it
there's
doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter who's playing. It's gonna be fun.
and I think Canada's going to win for sure. Dude,
Sweden.
think of this decor, man. Like your top four, like dude, Keaton Verhoff, Carson Karls, Daxon Rudolph, and then dude, Ryan Lynn. You could throw him up there, dude. Oh my goodness, you have a full first round decor.
Yeah.
Full first round decor.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of what it. That's what
All
it was
guys
last year.
who could run anything.
Yeah, that's what it was kind of last year. Let me see. Let me pull up the decor from last year.
Well, you had Jackson Smith.
Yep.
You had Keaton
Keep
Verhoff.
going. Yep.
He was there. Ryan Lynn, was he at the U17s or was that the U18s? Ryan Lynn was
Ryan
on
Lynn
a
was
team.
there.
Yeah, he was on a team.
I know he was there. Let me.
Yeah.
I'm still trying. Oh frick. I'm trying
Landon
to find that
DuPont.
graphic.
Landon DuPont might play this year.
Yeah, but they're gonna go really deep. Everett's like the second best team. They'd have to be upset big time. When did they play? Holy frick! I can't find a frickin' lines graphic that I made. World Championships. Was it before? It would have been before. Where am I going here? As I keep... Okay, we're getting close. We're getting close. No, that's the women's. Ah! I can't find the... Okay, I'm going to Instagram. But no, it's going to be a stacked... I know Keaton Verhoff was there.
Yes.
Ryan Rubrick was there. Ryan Lynn was there. Keep going down the list.
Carson Karls was there.
He was there, yes. I'm just trying to... I'm literally... Oh, it's not going to be on Instagram. Oh, my god.
Daxon Rudolph was there.
Yeah. I'm trying to just remember the players I put down on the graphic, the lines graphic.
Was Xavier Villeneuve there?
He was there.
Yeah, there you go.
He was, funny enough, he was the first pairing defenseman. And I know players got added and all that. Here we go. Gold medal match. Okay, Villeneuve was the first pairing defenseman. He bumped down to the 7th and was just a power play guy at the end. That's a fun fact.
Sure.
Smith, Verhoff, Karls, Bochez. Oh, frickin', I don't know how to say this guy's
What?
name. Bochez.
How do you spell it?
B-E-U or B-A-U. Oh my gosh, I can't even spell. Here, let me just find his first name.
Bro, what?
Bochesney DP. Quinn Bochesney of the Guelph Storm. He got drafted to Pittsburgh. He was fifth round, 148 overall.
Oh, no.
So there was him, Jackson Smith, I said.
Oh, dude.
Alex Wang.
Are you thinking of Quinn Beauchene?
Oh, Beauchene. Is that really how you say his name? Beauchene?
Maybe.
Yeah, it's definitely Beauchene. And then there's Alex Wang and Ryan Lynn and Xavier Villeneuve.
I mean, we could even see a guy.
So maybe Rudolph wasn't on that team.
Think about Quinn he was only drafted in the 5th round, and mind you, he's just a guy, a staple guy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We could see one of those guys coming to this year, kind of like we saw Ethan McKenzie on the World Juniors team this year.
Yeah.
Take a flyer on a guy who's, just complete shutdown. Quinn wears the A as well for the Storm, so he wore the A on this U18s team. So,
Yeah.
like, obviously, you can look at the draft as much as you want, but there's obviously guys who Team Canada has their eyes on, especially these coaches being junior coaches. They see a lot of different players on a lot of different nights. So,
Okay, a few other things here. Just remember, Cole Rashny was the 1C. Where was Braden Coots? That's all I'll say. Brady Martin was the right winger, first line.
Yeah,
with
Brady
Lev-
Martin. Yeah,
Lev Katzen.
He was a beast. Lev Katzen, you know what? The thing about Lev Katzen is, I think, like, he had playing so high in that lineup, I think gave a perception to a lot of people that he was good. And he is good. He's very skilled.
It's just,
But he's got to put it together.
yeah.
He's got to put it together. He's at Penn State now, so.
Yeah. Well, and he's also been injured. I think he might be out.
The kid's got a lot of offensive upside. And you know what? He's got a motor on him, too.
Yeah.
He's got a motor on him.
Yeah.
But he's 5'8", which doesn't help him that much.
No.
5'8", 180 pounds.
When was he? Is he draft? He's draft eligible last year.
Yeah, he was not drafted. He went undrafted. And I think it's
went
definitely because of the
undrafted.
size.
Yeah. Yeah. So in 3 or 4 years, we'll figure out where he goes, if he goes anywhere. Yeah, Lev Katzen, man, takes me back. Fun last thing. Well, Ethan Cesaro was a 3C. Ben Kindle was the third line right
he came
winger.
out of nowhere.
He went from third line right winger to probably a top 6 player in the World Juniors within half a year.
When he didn't play. Wait,
Yeah.
Ben Kindle?
He would have been. That's what
sure.
I'm saying. He's
Yes.
an NHLer who's at 1C in Pittsburgh right now due to injuries. Alex Diorio, he's on Sarnia right now, and then obviously the big boy.
I'm excited.
Jack
Actually,
Abenkovic.
funny enough, I'm excited to see where Delorio.
Diorio?
Alessandro?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's draft eligible this
I
year.
think he is, yeah.
He is, and
He's
he's
on
been a guy
Sarnia.
he's been a guy that's been popping up and down. Like I remember, I believe when this U18 lineup came out, he was definitely higher than he's projected to go right now. He's playing with also another talented guy who's going to go probably first round, Beckham Edwards. So, and those two create kind of a dynamic. I don't know. Delorio is weird, and we'll see what teams think about him. But I don't know. I haven't got to watch a crazy amount about him, but I've just heard a lot throughout a decent amount of time. Like he's been known for a good timeline.
Okay. Yeah, interesting stuff. We'll see what the U18s look like. That doesn't start for a while still. First round of NHL playoffs basically is when it kind of wraps up. So basically first round of playoffs, of NHL playoffs. We've got PWHL, still not until I thought I saw end of April is when their playoffs start. So we're a little bit we're kind of in a little lull right now. Men's World Championships is next, and then U18s, or they're basically back to back. And then got the summer, man. So I don't know what the next episode is going to be. I think we should go back to women's focus,
Maybe.
or just like we haven't.
Yeah, probably.
We haven't done like it's been a while since we've done an episode where we cover like 3 or 4 topics. That might be it too. Just a mixed bag of miscellaneous stuff.
I mean, I feel like we're gearing up for the playoffs, so it'd probably have something to do with maybe NHL playoffs, or we can even dive back into the PWHL whenever that.
I think we
Season
could
starts to gear up.
have been smart and saved this draft talk for the next another
too late.
episode. I know it's too late, but I would have been an interesting.
You know what though? The draft isn't until June, so we have
Yeah, I can do it again.
still got a bunch of time.
I know,
Oh,
but it would
absolutely.
just been. We could have done a full episode. I think
We
but,
still can.
Yeah.
I think we still could do it next
Yeah.
episode, and
Just,
it would be totally fine.
Yeah. Okay. I like the way that we did the draft lottery thing, but
I just think it's too. I just think it's
hard to
too
do
weird.
it.
It really is.
I think we had to do the draft lottery a week
Yeah.
before and prepare.
And you know what? I didn't really prepare for it either. Like I was just looking at all the
did
names.
it, and then
Yeah, I was just looking at all the names. Like, yeah, this guy's really good. Like, this guy's really good. You actually have
Well, I think I get a good grasp of who's good, and I think right now I think I've gotten my knowledge is in the first round has been way bigger than
Yeah.
ever before.
No,
in any draft.
I totally agree.
Like I think we could do a full episode of even freaking radio where we're just spewing off the top of our head.
Yeah.
Kind of what we just did.
Yeah, probably. I mean, we just kind
I
of
think
did
that's
it.
all pretty factual in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, it is, right? We've seen these kids, some more than others due to being on world-class international stages. Also, other
OHL.
factors, I was about to say OHL, even maybe just the CHL.
Yeah.
Obviously, the NCAA, you get a lot of viewing,
We've
but
seen
some of
a
these
couple Penn State games live.
some of these
TV.
overseas games, like no one's watching the underage.
Wow,
Sweden
you can't
league.
even find that here.
The
That's an
hockey
issue.
Allsvenskan or whatever it's called. Like,
Swedish league.
yeah,
Swedish league.
that's tier 2.
Swiss
no?
league.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the SHL is the biggest.
Yeah.
And gosh, I wouldn't have a clue to know how to watch KHL.
I would.
You have a way
Yep.
on the TV? Legally, clearly, but yes.
No, it's all legal.
Legally illegal, but yeah.
No. Look, I got games for tomorrow. Wait, I'm going to watch a game right now.
It's a game on right now. All I'll say is that I'm excited to see. I want to see where Alexi Joseph goes in the NCAA to wrap up my
The game starts in
prospect.
4 hours.
Yeah, I'm not watching that. I'm going to bed.
It's Amor Tigre and KR Machina.
It's awesome. Is that an actual KHL or is that a tier 2?
No, that's tier 2. KHL starts in tomorrow. Tomorrow at 1. There's a game at 1 tomorrow.
All right.
Moscow plays at
Wow, CSK
4:30.
Moscow?
CSKA, yeah.
Okay. It's good to know.
Yeah.
I don't think there's no way they'd have a prospect.
they do.
Who?
I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think they would.
They might.
They're too prestigious.
Would a prospect, unless he was Russian, play in the KHL? If the
Kirill
opportunity.
Kaprizov.
Unless he's Russian.
Oh, no. No way.
Thank you.
I didn't think. Okay. I thought you just meant anybody. But even Russian. Like
Also,
Russian
do we
stay.
don't have any? Do we have any real Russian prospects this year?
I thought I saw one earlier. Where'd it go?
We've had a drop off, obviously,
Here
for the
we
last
go.
couple of years.
Gleb Pugachev.
Man, I just feel like we're missing a whole stock of high-level draft picks that we could see.
Looks like there's only one Russian going to be drafted in the first round.
That's what I'm saying, man. We have a Belarusian getting drafted in the first round potentially.
Well, that's
this year.
basically Russian.
It's not Russia. That's like
It's the
saying
same. It's the same.
that.
level.
Kel,
I
Kel?
know.
Kel?
I know. But it's
Do you know what I'm
right
about to say?
beside each other.
do you know what I was about to say? So like, if someone from Belarus
stop.
said, "Oh yeah, he's American. You're from the USA." Would you care?
No.
You wouldn't care. That's
No,
if someone
no.
said someone from Belarus said, "Oh Canada. Oh, that's just the USA."
Okay. It's awesome.
That's exactly what you just said.
Whatever. It's literally right beside each other. Belarusian. That's literally a term. I was gonna say.
You're
Well,
terrible.
the thing with KHL players too is that they got contracts. Like that's why Kaprizov went in
Yeah.
the 5th round. We all knew he was going to be a great player, but
You had to wait him out. He didn't join the NHL till he was what, 23?
well, yeah, because of
Yeah.
the contract. And see, people weren't sure. They weren't sure if he's going to go to the NHL after 5 years. Granted, he
Yeah.
be good in 5 years, and that's just
He was both.
That's a big risk.
He did both.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
Nice.
Oh, I found it. I found the guy, Ilya Morozov.
I've heard of his name before.
Plays
is he
plays in
related to
Miami.
someone?
Miami, Ohio.
Oh, that's awesome. Who is the
No, he's
basketball play? The basketball team is just ripping it up right
Yes,
now. And won't
31
make
and
the March
0.
Madness, man.
Yeah, I know he's currently projected to go like latest 30 and probably about mid 20s. Kid from Russia. Good for
awesome.
him, man. He played for in the USHL
Do you
last
want to
year.
hear where Corey Pronman puts him?
Sure.
16th.
Yeah.
He's 6'3", 200 pounds.
Oh,
Good
I
for
got
him.
another one. Igor Shilov,
I don't know what that is.
playing currently in the QMJ.
When's the last successful Russian player to be drafted? Is it Matvei Gridin?
Well, you got to think about the last couple that were drafted in the last couple of years.
Matvei Gridin. Last year.
One sec. What about Matt? When was Grindin drafted? Last year, you said, for sure. Was he last year or 2 years ago?
It was 2 years ago. I think
When was Demidov drafted though?
2 years ago? It'd be the same draft year. I think they're both 19 years old, so I'd assume so. I guess Demidov, then Gridin.
Well, also you can't really count out the kids that were drafted last year because
Well, you don't know.
you don't know. It's too early to know. Dmitry Shidov?
I don't know him.
No, he isn't. Don't even listen to me.
Sucks.
Who was that guy who was drafted by? Was it Utah last year? No, that was 2 years ago. I'm just spitting out random stuff. I'm trying to think in the last couple of years.
We got to wrap this up soon.
No, Joe. Shout out Dmitry Shilov though. He's
going right here. Here we go,
17
here we
years
go.
old.
Anton Siliev.
Celiev, sure.
He was 10th to New Jersey.
Okay.
That was a 2024 draft year, so that's the same as Demidov and Gridin. Igor Surin, 22nd in Nashville. Oh, Dmitry Shimashov. He's on
yes,
Utah now.
Shimashev.
And Daniel Butte as well, who is actually playing. So I guess he's Russian, apparently, to AI.
The Columbus Blue Jackets drafted a Russian goaltender last year in the draft.
There's also Pavel Mintyukov. He's Russian? This can't be right.
His name's Pavel Mintyukov, buddy. Oh, here we
Russian,
go.
huh?
Here we go. Alexander Zarovsky,
He's Russian.
the
too.
Montreal pick last year.
Yeah. He'll be a while still, I think. No, there's some decent Russian ones. I mean, the biggest, Simashev's is probably the highest behind Demidov.
Behind Demidov? Oh,
Well, he was
behind
sixth,
Demidov.
yeah,
Yeah,
just
sorry.
on
So
the
sorry.
overall.
I always thought you were saying in front of Demidov. I was like, just took me a minute to rearrange my brain.
That's why it's literally 12 a.m. 12 a.m. If we need proof, here, I'm going to geniusly do the camera at the clock. Look at that. Genius me. It's 1 o'clock. It says on the if you're on YouTube, it's 1:10 or 12:10 a.m. We got to go. Let's wrap this up. We're sitting here not talking anymore.
I'm just looking at the prospects.
I know.
This guy's got Xavier Villeneuve going 6th overall.
That's who?
EP.
Cam Robinson?
It just says EP.
Cam Robinson?
It just says elite prospects. That's
You're
all I'm
not-
saying.
Okay.
Top 6. Stenberg, sure.
No.
But sure.
No.
That's acceptable.
Sure,
though.
the top 6, sure.
No, he's number 1.
Top-
He's number 1. Like I'm naming 1 to 6.
Yeah, but he's not first.
Acceptable. McKenna 2. Acceptable.
Too low.
Chase Reed 3rd. Perfect. Keaton Veroff 4th. Okay. Carson Karls 5. Depending on the team, potentially. Xavier Villeneuve,
Holy, no, he can't be that high.
maybe. No.
No.
Unless a team listen, this kid could. We've compared him to Lane Hudson a lot, and don't
Yeah.
tell me to redraft Lane Hudson wouldn't go as high as 6. He would go higher, probably.
Yeah, it's just Lane Hudson type of player is really risky.
True. That's exactly why. That's why we're saying he should be lower.
Yeah.
Okay, 7. Caleb Malhotra. Team dependent. He could go as high as 7 easily.
Yeah.
Ethan Belchez is 8 right behind him. And honestly,
I don't know
I
if
think
teams would do
both
that.
those players,
Just-
they listen. Belchez is bigger. They both produce points. Malhotra may be inflated because of the team he's on this year, but I think he's got really good leadership qualities. I think Belchez can also bring that.
Yeah.
Team dependent, I would probably go maybe Belchez a pick or 2 before Malhotra. 6'5", known
I'd go
for a while.
Belchez first.
9,
Malhotra's a sign.
Albert Smits.
It seems low. I would have
think
him
it
over
low.
Carl's.
I would have him over Carl's too. I think he's, as we said, NHL ready. Super, and honestly, might be, crazy to say, safest pick in the top 10.
Smits?
Safest pick in the top 10.
Ooh. Yeah, probably. It's just, maybe Chase Reed might be the next one.
What about?
I think also Carson Carls, you know what you're going to get. It's a two-way defender who's going to take a little bit of time, but I think he would probably pan out.
Oh, Smits is easily the
but I
safest
think
pick in this.
Smits is probably the highest.
Okay, and then I'm going
Or
10.
least risk.
Oscar Hemming is number 10. A lot of upside in the kid.
saying.
I just want to see some more reps from him. Because he obviously
you're
had
not
that
gonna
whole
get-
thing
you're
where he
not
didn't
gonna
play.
get much.
I know. So
Well,
team's got to take a flyer on him.
Let's hope he can
He's got
play
a lot
18
of
U's again.
He's got a lot of I've heard a lot about this kid. He's got 8 points in 17 games at BC. We'll see, man. If he's anything like his brother, he's got one hell of a shot. Because Emil's got a crazy rip on him. So we'll see. Okay, let's wrap up.
Last one. Russian that was drafted. Artem Duda.
Yes,
TMU Bold
TMU
legend.
Bold legend.
That's all I'm going to say. Arizona Coyotes.
That is true. That
All
is
right.
true. All right. Well, that will do it for today's episode of the True North Ice podcast. Remember, follow us on all your favorite social media platforms because we're uploading every single day all your favorite clips. That's TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. And as always, the True North Ice podcast on all your favorite podcast platforms, Caleb. That's including
Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Pocket Cast, YouTube Music, YouTube, Good Pods, some sort of Android app, Castro, Podcast Addict, and a lot more. Bang.
Perfect. Did you say iHeartRadio?
I did.
All right.
I feel like we've always brought up iHeartRadio the past.
Yeah, because you did it.
7
You
times.
started it.
I know. I got it hooked up.
I know. All right. Well, for Jacob Ewing and Caleb Snyder, we bid you adieu, and we'll talk to you very soon.